Stream. The Vampire Stream. The Vampire Stream. No, I'm not dead. I'm the Vampire Stream. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. And I'm back. Shout out to Oscar. What's up? Listen. Old media is getting demolished. Doesn't it feel good? We cleaning up these streets. We coming, bro. The Vampire Stream. At this point, I'm sure that, I don't know who it is, but maybe it's promoters, maybe it's networks. I think they're sending bots or something because there's no way real people can be this dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like they send bots to my channel. I don't know who, but somebody. They send bots to leave this, like, these dumbass comments, bro. Bro, I'm almost positive. So, listen. We'll talk about the Triple G thing in a second. Rumor has it, word on the street, Sean Porter versus Errol Spence unification might be on free TV. Can you believe this? That old media is somehow trying to find a negative in this. This is fucking funny. Like, new media, we got our foot on their neck so bad that they're not complaining about some of these DAZN cards we're getting, like Cash Ali biting David Price or Liam Smith versus Sam Eggington. They're mad because two established welterweight champions are fighting and it might be on free TV. This shit is, I refuse to believe that these are real people with real thoughts. Okay, when Spence fought Mikey Garcia on pay-per-view, they said, oh, pay-per-view? This is bullshit. Pay-per-view's dead. I'm not paying pay-per-view. Right? And these same dudes, now that the rumor is Spence versus Porter might be on free TV on Fox, a channel most people can get with, a simple digital antenna or a basic cable package. They're still trying to find, bro, we got them right where we want them. This shit is just funny, bro. We really on their neck because, listen, I'll take it. If your arguments, like, out of all the shit wrong with boxing, all this shit, like Usyk card getting canceled and, Tom Schwartz getting the opportunity with the lineal champ, Tyson Fury, all the shit that's going on in boxing, if your biggest issue to complain about is, like, I'm going to show y'all so y'all don't think I'm bullshitting. I just did the video. This is the last video. This motherfucker says, why is the fight on free TV? Question mark. How is this a question? So, DAZN says pay-per-view is dead. This is the old media logic. See, I'm just the one real enough to tell you guys this and just say it outright. That's why we continue to grow. You see the super chats coming in. You see the channel members. Bro, these other motherfuckers really ain't talking about nothing in these comment section. He says, why is it for free? Like it's a negative thing. Like, bro, when Spence fought, that's how I know you hating, bro. When Spence fought Mikey, it was, why is it on pay-per-view? Now they talking about putting the fight on free TV and you're mad that it's on free TV and your question is, why is it free? And then when DAZN, that's how I know they're just trying to play sides and bullshit like that. Because DAZN says pay-per-view is dead. They may put this fight on regular TV, and in you hearing that, that makes you upset. This can't be real, bro. We got our foot on their necks. I didn't know it was this bad for them. I didn't know it was this bad. They are really struggling. Look, this is my video. Bobby Ruff, no profile picture. Why is this fight on free TV? I thought Errol Spence was a super draw at Cowboy Stadium. I need to see what kind of draw Errol Spence Jr. has without a Mexican fighter. Everyone brags about Errol Spence Jr. pulling 400,000 pay-per-views. I want to see him do it on pay-per-view again with a black opponent in Dallas. Everyone criticized Terrence Bud Crawford for only 150,000 pay-per-views. Wow. So hold on. This can't be real. This can't be life. Spence fights Mikey Garcia. Old media complains, says, why is that on pay-per-view? I'm not paying pay-per-view. Now you have people leaving new media, the King, Stream King, comments, and they're saying, I want Spence versus Porter. I want it on pay-per-view. Bro, I told you, I'm legendary in this game, bro. I'm legendary. I'm screenshotting all this, so y'all, like, it's too late, bro. I'm bro. This is how I know. This is how I know for a fact that we are destroying him. So let's just keep having fun, keep talking boxing. We are destroying them. That's why what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. I'm destroying them. There's no, you just clearly hating. Spence fights Mikey Garcia, not good enough. Why is it on pay-per-view? I'm not paying for it. Yet and still, it does almost 400,000 pay-per-views. Now you're mad saying, yeah, I thought he sells out. Why isn't this fight on pay-per-view? Why is it on free TV? Bro, this is sad, bro. Al Haymon is, like, I didn't know he really doing chess moves. You got motherfuckers complaining about the fight being for free now. I ain't never heard of this. I ain't never heard of no shit like that, bro. That you clearly, there's no other definition other than hating, bro. Hey, real brother, you didn't have to block him. I don't think he was saying anything against him. You can unblock that guy. I don't think he was talking about the haters, I think. Everyone else is like, oh, that'd be cool for free. This one dude talking about, why is it for free? Here, I'm going to show you another one. Look, these dudes is angry. Oswald Garcia. Man fans is angry. Wait, hold on. How did Errol Spence, pack the house if Mikey brought half, if not more, of the fans? Like Eddie Hearn says, Spence should thank and hug Mikey. Bro, y'all got to stop perpetuating this dumb shit that black fighters can't sell. I was at the fight, and it was a mixed crowd. Errol Spence is from Texas. Mikey did not own the crowd. I don't care who roars the loudest and, during a certain point, because that crowd, some of them were quiet as fuck when Mikey was getting tossed up. Y'all got to stop it, bro. I was there. See, you can only sucker a sucker who don't know no better. You're not gonna sucker me when I was there and I lived it. You wasn't there. How in a crowd of 47,500 people, how do you know how many people are for each fighter? In a mixed crowd like that, bro. I seen all types of races and I seen people with Mexican flags. I seen people with man down shirts and ESJ shit. Stop it, bro. I was there. We got old media and they feeling so bad. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going, bro. We really are, I didn't know it was this bad for him. They saying, put the fight back on pay-per-view. I don't want it for free. And now they saying, Mikey's the one that sold. All right, bro. No doubt Mikey has some fans there too. Look, bro, they big mad. Listen, I told you, we done what we set out to do. Ian H. Why is he fighting Porter for free? This is a totally separate person and a separate comment. They're asking why the fight might be for free now. I heard there were a lot of Mexicans supporting Spence. Of course there were. I was there. It wasn't just like everyone was rooting for Mikey and that was it. Like, okay, Canelo Jacobs, we could tell Canelo rocked the house. You see the crowd. You see like people with headbands and apparel. Texas. Errol's from Texas. What are y'all talking about? So you don't think he had representation in Texas and he's from there? You think everyone would just come on, bro? Versus Canelo. Canelo has had a lot of fights. He had like 5 fights at T-Mobile alone. You know, fought Floyd Mayweather, I think in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So he's been fighting in Vegas versus Danny Jacobs is from the East Coast. You know, it's just different. So, yeah, the Spence Garcia was a great crowd, a mixed crowd. But anyway, these dudes is so angry. This is funny, bro. That's how I know we winning. That's why I like to show you these little breadcrumbs. He said, why frightening? Why frighting? They can't even type. They punch in air. Look. Why frighting? What the fuck is frighting? Ian E 18 minutes ago. Why frighting? Why frighting? Sean Porter. He said, why frighting Porter for free when he wants the big fights? Now it's clear that he is avoiding Terrence Crawford. But the Spence fanatics fanboys don't get it. You are wasting your time for that coward and manipulative promoter. Bro, we have really destroyed old media because they doing like what they doing is just reaching, and it's like borderline pathetic now. Now the question becomes, why is it for free? Oh my gosh. I told you this is what they do to black fighter. They don't want to see a black fighter winning like that. So they every single time. Oh yeah, it was packed because of the other guy. It wasn't Errol Spence, even though he from Texas. Mikey ain't from no fucking Texas, whether he had fans there or not. He ain't from there, you know. And then, oh yeah, those all Mikey's fans. Come on, bro. I was there. I seen green and red shirts. That was the colors that Mikey or Spence came out to, and he was selling a ton of merch. What are y'all talking about, bro? Passive student said, I don't want it for free because I want to prove black fighters aren't pay-per-view draws. Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. They know the end is near for them. And all these stupid comments. They kept saying PBC was poison and Al Haymon don't know the business and he sucks and all these guys are stupid, should have went to Dazn. That's what this is really about. They sweating bullets. They sweating bullets because they know the shit they saying don't even add up, bro. You know what Porter versus, I'm going to promote the fuck out of the fight. Man, y'all better hope it's not. I'm going to promote. Just see, they can't stop what we doing. They really can't. We too big. The voice is getting too loud. I'm going to promote the fuck out of it, bro. I'm going to stay up countless nights. I'm going to do artwork. You know, I might make a fucking flyer and pass them out. Because, I promise you, I'm destroying old media. The time is now. And I need all y'all help. We got to ride for what's real in boxing. I don't care whose side, I don't pick sides and all that, but we riding for what's real. These motherfuckers is angry that a fight is potentially free. I ain't never heard, man, I like to pay for my. So when DAZN says pay-per-view is dead, right, you love it. But then when PBC says, hey, we might give you this welterweight unification for free, they're like, no, if Errol's such a big star, why doesn't he put it on pay-per-view? Who complains of shit like that, bro? In real talk, you probably could put this on pay-per-view. I don't know what type of numbers it'll do, but you get something decent. You get something decent out of it. Passive student, hella funny. These dudes really don't want another successful black fighter to take over the sport again. Bro, it's clear. That's why they don't put no bruhs on pound for pound #1 list. Like, just stop it. They saying I want to pay for this shit again. Like, and the funny thing is, I told you the thing why new media, why we continue to grow. I keep dropping the gym. I keep telling you the reason we keep leveling up time and time again is because we're the only people we're alienating are the fake boxing fans. If you're a real boxing fan, you should probably enjoy the conversation, be entertained, have some fun on the channel, etc. The only people that are getting weeded out are the people who aren't really boxing fans. What boxing fan is going to complain and says, why is Spence versus Garcia on pay-per-view. I'm not paying for that bullshit. Huh. And then Spence's next fight is a unification with an actual welterweight, not a guy moving up 1 or 2 divisions, no bullshit like that. An actual credible welterweight that people, and this is the other thing, people were pressuring Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, and Keith Thurman just last year and before to fight Errol Spence, because Errol Spence didn't seem to be able to lure any of the top welterweight names in. So we didn't have to wait all too long, right? And now it looks like the fights are going to manifest at Barclays Center, at the Barclays Center, a credible welterweight, 2 unifications, or like a unification bout. In addition, Keith Thurman versus Pacquiao, you know, 1 in July, 1 in August. And these dudes is like, oh, why is it one on free TV, bro? This is exceptional. What the work we've done is legendary. You will remember us in the history books in this boxing game. We ruled this game with the iron fist. There ain't nobody has done it like we done it. Ego's Army, I promise you. We came in and corrected the game. Restored some of the order, gave the other underdogs that don't get to shine a proper voice. Y'all should be proud of yourselves. I'm proud of y'all because we really made a mark in this game. Shout out to Edgar Contreras, $2 super chat. What's good, Ego? What's popping? Like I said, this ain't the fanboy channel, man fan RS and all that. It's for real boxing, man. You a real boxing fan, you welcome. But if you the type of person that's gonna say, why is Spence Garcia on pay-per-view? I'm not paying for that bullshit. And then his very next fight is a credible welterweight unification for free. And you're like, what? Free 99? Put that shit on pay-per-view. I can't rock with nobody like that. These motherfuckers are snitches. I can't rock with nobody like that. If you wishy-washy like that, I don't trust you. You gonna be on some Tekashi shit. You gonna snitch. You gonna tell on us all. I can't rock with nobody like that. That's too inconsistent for me. So we just gonna keep doing our shit, covering new ground, you know, getting these super chats. Shout out to Edgar, and then keep it rocking, keep it pushing. But yeah, Real Brother said exactly. Ego, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of the movement. I feel like we bringing some reality back into the game, and you know, giving people, some of the fighters that never really had anyone speak up on the media side and the fan side, because the media was pussy, and a lot of the media didn't really bring like Triple G. We're gonna talk about him in a second. Mexican Spock said, who the fuck complains over free shit? That's what I'm saying. And it's not even just free shit, because Dazn, well, actually Dazon's not free, but yeah, this is what I'm saying, bro. It just doesn't make sense, you know. And you can't have it both ways. You can't complain that Spence was pay-per-view with Garcia, and then now when they're trying to do right by the fans, and possibly, it's not a guarantee though. It's not a guarantee that it's on, but Mike Coppinger, who works for Fox, says that's what they're trying to do, but a deal hasn't been finally announced or reached, so it might go on pay-per-view. So don't listen to this video and say, Ego told me 100% it's pay-per-view. It ain't until it's announced. Just consider this a rumor. You know what I'm saying? But that's the direction that they're headed with it. And I think if they can, you know, appease the fighters somehow and make a unification like that, plus put on free TV, that's great. Another good reason for it is that I like is exposure. Anytime you do a pay-per-view, you know, some people have hardships and stuff, so not everyone can afford pay-per-views. I always try to support, you know, if it makes sense, but not everyone can. But something like Fox is light on everybody's pocket and stuff. So if they can get something done like that, that's great exposure for both Sean Porter, Errol Spence, and the premier boxing champs. I told you, fear makes people do crazy things. I've always said that on my channel. Fear. It's all about fear. Fear makes people do crazy things. Like complain about the last fight being pay-per-view and then complain about this fight might be for free. They see what's happening. That's what I'm telling you is fear. Everything they stood for, everything like the side that they try to take and all that, they see it's crumbling. and it scares them. People don't like change, especially if you like. Imagine if you had a boy and you're like, man, he didn't do that shooting, he didn't do it, and then more and more evidence comes out, and then you've been vouching for him, and comes to find out he did do the shooting, and you look crazy because you're like, he didn't do that, or he didn't molest that kid, and then come to find out all the evidence points to he did do that, he did mess with that kid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you sat up here, took up for that person. That's what's happening. The truth will always be revealed in due time. Food for thought. Boxing took back off once a real one became the face behind Al Haymon. We are new media. Big facts. Big facts. Al Haymon, I think, I don't know, dude. I never talked to him, but I think he does care about the fighters. Like, why do you, see, and this is what they always try to marginalize black people in general. Like Al Haymon, make him look like he's this monger of hate, and you don't even really have an idea who he is. I don't know who he is. I've been to a ton of fights. I never seen the guy, but they always try to marginalize and villainize him and make him like he's Scar from the Lion King. Long live the king, and we don't really even know too much about him other than what we read or, the moves that his team is making publicly or the moves he makes that his team announces. You know what I'm saying? They still try to find a way. Meanwhile, we have all these other promoters lying in interviews and getting caught up contradicting stuff and different stuff like that. And then people don't all of a sudden have nothing to say about that. Or, media and all of a sudden don't want to ask anything about this. You know what I mean? Al Haymon, what people are really mad at is he's showing people the business. He like gaming them up. Errol Spence just built a gym, like a boxing gym, his own gym. I don't know if he still goes to the, whatever R&R or whatever, but he's building his own facility. He has man down promotions. They're really gearing him up. You know what I'm saying? Gearing him up to see what that life. Just that's boss moves. Like Mayweather got his own gym that's famous in Vegas. So they doing little boss moves. These fighters aren't stupid. These fighters getting smarter. That's why, like, bro, Wilder 8-10 years ago, he would have took that type of money that Dazn was offering. Anybody would have. But we're in a different spot in the game. You could play the field a little bit more. You could weigh your options. The money's not going nowhere unless, your performance goes somewhere. So sometimes people want to hold out, shit like that. People, like, these fighters aren't letting people finesse them anymore. And I think it's a good thing. But, yeah, for people to complain about pay-per-view, you just a complainer. You complain that Spence's last fight was on pay-per-view, but you had to pay those salaries of those guys. And then now the rumor is that Spence versus Porter in a unification, they're going to try to get it on regular Fox. You're still complaining about that. It's ironic and it's funny. But you're not complaining about having to pay $19.99 for a Triple G versus Steve Rolls. Come on, bro. At a catch weight. A guy who ain't never fought no 12-rounder before. Like, that's what I'm saying. Maybe they don't see it, but this is why old media is vanishing before your eyes. All that dumb shit is too easy to spot. Like I said, how can you comfortably, as a boxing fan, in your heart of all hearts, have any type of problem and try to spin Sean Porter versus Errol Spence on free TV, Fox PBC, and Fox did a good job building up the Spence Garcia fight, and that was their first pay-per-view. And you have a problem with that, but you have no problem with, Canelo fielding Triple G versus Steve Rolls. You have no problem with ESPN putting on Lomachenko Corolla, Tom Schwartz versus Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury bailing out of the Wilder rematch. Stop it, bro. It's fear. I promise you. It's fear. Fear makes people do crazy things. Fear. My dude Just Insane said they complained about an actual competitive good fight for free, but they are charging a subscription for Triple G versus Egg Rolls. Real Brother said exactly. Tootsie Rolls and Tom Schwarzenegger. LOL. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's all, that no one can take you seriously. Okay, put it this way. Let's say I was trying to tell y'all Halle Berry was ugly. Want to make me feel good, make me feel good. You know, I'm trying to tell you that Halle Berry is butt ugly. That's my standpoint, right? I'm trying to tell you Swordfish Halle Berry is butt ass ugly. That's my standpoint. But then I'm not going to use a real person. Let's say Rasputia or some shit from Norbit. That chick from Norbit. I'm trying to tell you she the baddest chick in the game. Nobody can believe, you know what I'm saying? No, the average person ain't going to believe that. So you like Rasputia and you're trying to tell me that Halle Berry from Swordfish is ugly. That Riri is ugly. Naomi Campbell is ugly. You know, Selma Hayek is ugly, but you trying to vouch and say Rasputia from Norbit is a 10. It's just too unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Selma Hayek looks hurt, J-Lo looks hurt, but you think Medea looks good. Hello. You know what I'm saying? You think Medea goes to jail look good, but you trying to tell me that Rihanna is ugly. Like, nobody believe it. Just it's unbelievable, bro. I know different strokes for different folks and all that, but if your taste is that, then nobody believes what the fuck you saying, bro. You think Medea goes to jail is fine, you know, but you trying to say that the next girl is hurt. You know what I'm saying? Nobody believes that. You know, Ella May is ugly, but you like Medea. Come on, bro. Unless you just into some freaky shit and you like some Tyler Perry linebacker looking females or some shit. It's just too unbelievable. That's what I'm saying. You really trying to convince me you mad about a unification, a meaningful welterweight fight that gets rid of some belts happening after Pacquiao Thurman and Spence Porter being free. You're angry with that, but you love Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwarzenegger. Hey, what are you doing? Help me down there. Get to the chopper. Yeah, the chopper. No, come on, bro. It's unbelievable. They're not, bro. That's how we killing old media so bad. They're not even trying to make it believable anymore. They don't even care if it. They don't even care if it sounds believable. So you not mad at Triple G Roll? You ain't said 1 ounce. All the Triple G Rolls videos that I've done, I ain't seen your name one time complaining about that. One time. It's unbelievable. That's how another reason I know when I see these names just all of a sudden pop up out of nowhere, like Ian, whoever that dude was, and these just names that I went through, Ian E, and all these other people. I never see your name. That's why I know I think it's bots or like maybe promoters are sending somebody. Something's up, bro, because I don't feel like anyone could be that stupid. You know, but when I see all this, when I see these names all of a sudden, but then all the video I did about Triple G versus Rolls, like we about to get into that right now, you ain't had nothing to say. You ain't had one word to say about Triple G Rolls and Triple G stalking Canelo. Dear Canelo, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I like your red hair and your bottom. I sent you 2 letters in autumn. You must not have got them. There probably was a problem with Tom Loeffler or something. What's been up, man? How's your daughter? Hey, Canelo, I'm about to be a father. Guess what I'm gonna call her? Like, you don't care about none of that stuff. About he might jump the line on Demetrius Andrade. You know, he might jump the line on Charlo, who's pretty much the mandatory for Canelo. And he might get a trilogy fight. You don't care nothing about that. You don't care about the Steve Rolls, but you mad at Porter Spence on free TV. Stop it, bro. Y'all just need to stop it. Y'all need to go in y'all room, sit in the corner, and just cut it out. Cut the shit. It's not even fun for y'all. Like, You can't even. It's not even a troll at that point. It's just like pathetic. You know what I'm saying? It's just too unbelievable. These dudes are too unbelievable with what they claim is how they really feel, bro. So you like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'd rather pay $100 a year for Dazn. I'd rather pay $19.99 for Triple G versus Steve Rolls. Hell yeah, come on, bro. That's is the yeah. I'd rather pay $19.99 to see Usyk fight get canceled. Yeah, fuck the free fight. Fuck a free fight, a unification with 2 qualified welterweights. I'd rather see Devin Haney not get a title shot. I'd rather see Usyk's fight get canceled. Yeah, for $19.99. That's what I'd rather see Triple G versus egg rolls. That's what I want. Come on, bro. It's not even fun for y'all. I know it's not fun for y'all. You talk, oh yeah, Triple G versus egg rolls. Yeah, I mean, he has a new trainer. You never know how that's gonna go. They're trying their best, bro. Jonathan Banks, it's his first time with a new trainer. Yeah, I want to see this. I want some egg rolls. He said, bruh, Triple G really stopped speaking English. Bro, we giving y'all that uncut, puro, that uncut, raw, pure, unadulterated truth. This is the truth serum. No real fan want a trilogy fight. We want Andrade fight. Because I want to see more people say that Canelo lost. Yeah, bro. These dudes is lying. Yeah, I don't like free fights, I work too damn hard for my money. I want to see Usyk's fight get canceled. I want to see Pablo Cesar Cano get removed from the card and David Lemieux. I want to see Gerald Miller. I want to pay $19.99 to see Gerald Miller fail a bunch of drug tests. That's what I want. Like, you want to pay $19.99 to see Miller fail drug tests and not get the fight? Really? Like, come on, bro. It's not even funny, bro. These dudes is getting. I'm telling you, watch their channel, and I'm gonna keep doing this, bro. I'm gonna keep doing. Their channel is gonna turn into fucking ashes. I'm on some Bane shit. When Gotham is ashes, you have my permission to die. I'm on some. We not ever stopping, bro. Cause it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. They don't believe it. They don't believe what they're saying, and they're trying to spread this narrative. So, once again, just a year ago, people begged for top welterweights to fight Errol Spence. That's why he keeps saying tables turn. They said, Danny Garcia, why aren't you fighting him? I'm a boxing fan. Why aren't you making the fight? Sean Porter, why aren't you making the fight? Blah, blah, blah. And I talked to Kenny Porter a while ago, and he told me that Sean Porter wasn't ranked. And then they said that they weren't ranked with the IBF, who Errol Spence was a champion with. And I said, that's actually a good point. They're not even ranked. That's kind of messed up that he was the former IBF champion and the IBF hasn't even ranked him. Daryl Peoples and them, right? And people are like, no, you're making excuses for Porter. They were mad at me. And I'm like, that's facts are facts. I pulled up the rankings, everything. They were mad at me saying, no, Sean Porter's ducking Sean Porter. Now we're about to get Sean Porter versus, he still ain't lost since Keith Thurman. And we're about to get Sean Porter versus Errol Spence possibly for free. And now they mad at that saying, oh, yeah. That's just proof that you can't please everyone. So don't even try, bro. You can't even try because Errol Spence versus Garcia on pay-per-view, they said, bullshit, I'm not paying for that. That's weak. A guy moving up 2 weight classes, why should I pay for it? Even though it did good numbers for 2 first-time pay-per-views because they're liars. 2, now it's an even fight. Sean Porter used to fight at 165. He has more of a rush you, stay on top of you, athletic type of style. He showed he could box kind of in the Garcia and the Ugas fight. Maybe a little bit too much. He might have to mix that up for Errol, blah, blah, blah. But he's at least going to throw some punches. So it should definitely be a better fight than Mikey based on his inherent size. Even though he's short, his style. He tries to stay in your chest, rough you up. What if Errol, gets a headbutt, cut over the eyebrow like Berto? That kind of took Berto out the game, And Porter's kind of probably mad because, Errol Spence saying he can't sell a family dinner. They're trying to give you that fight for free, and then people are still trying to act like they have a problem with it. Come on, man. Block Divock, you keep talking about DAZN, how DAZN is going to fail. I didn't say they're going to fail. Block him for lying. I didn't say DAZN was going to fail. I said they have to fix some of these issues. Telling the world Devin Haney's going to fight Luke Campbell and, everyone thinking being on board with that. And then it doesn't happen. Usyk's injured. David Lemieux's injured. Andy Ruiz is subbing for Gerald Miller, who failed a drug test. David Lemieux ain't been on Canelo's last 2 fights that he was scheduled for. Kell Brook is off of AJ card for whatever reason. Pablo Cesar Cano is off the card. Virgil Ortiz was off another card. I didn't say DAZN is going to fail. I didn't say that at all. See, once again, they have to lie to try to make a point. I didn't say that. Quote what I said. I never said they were going to fail. I said they need to fix these things. Fights being canceled last minute. Billy Joe Saunders and Demetrius Andrade. That was a great fight. That was a great fight, but then we never got to see it. I still want to see that fight. Still ain't happened. They put words in your mouth often, I notice. Bro, because they can't. I'm telling you, I'm like a boxing encyclopedia. Like, I remember dates and stuff, all the work that I've done in this game. So a lot of it stays with me. So they can't argue the facts unless you really know your shit and then catch me in a mistake or something, right? So they don't have that. So what they do is, like, it's like, put it this way. It's like, say there was a criminal and then the cops can't, the guy's covering his tracks, right? And they can't legally find anything, like he's not right, his license isn't suspended, his tail light isn't out, they don't have any drugs or guns or probation violating, nothing. They have nothing. So what do? They try to plant something. They try to frame them, put some other drugs that they had in their car in in our car and try to act like it was our shit, bro. But guess what? They have a body cam on. So the world's seen that. They seen you try to put drugs that you had and act like you found it in my shit. That don't work, bro. You can't frame us. If you want to beat us, you have to beat us the old-fashioned way by coming up with better points, more logic, stuff like that. That's why they try to put words in my mouth, because they can't beat us. They're not better than us. They're not coming out with more logical points than us. So what better way? Frame someone, lie, try to slander them, kind of similar to what Bob Arum did to Al Haymon. Say, oh yeah, I think it's because he doesn't want to work with the white promoter. Based on what? He works with Lou DiBella, Brittany Goosen, Tom Brown, Shelly Finkel, So what was that based on? No explanation. That's what I'm saying. They can't. These people in the comment section and man fans, they say a lot, but they don't explain it. I'm explaining every single point I'm making. I could provide and show you examples, and I do it. All right, we got a hot seat. Reese Nelson, I know it's the same person. He says, how can you fix fighters getting injured or fighters injecting themselves with PEDs? Come on, bro. I never said, when did I ever say you could fix that? When did I say it? The bottom line is this. It doesn't matter. I just used an example for it. It doesn't matter. These are their cars. They're liable for the cars that they make. And although you can't prevent Gerald Miller from trying to cheat, you could have made the fights that we wanted to. And then it would be up to that person. Like Luis Ortiz versus AJ should have been the initial fight. That's what I told you from the jump. So then we wouldn't be worried about Gerald Miller failing the drug test because he wouldn't have been the person. It would have been Luis Ortiz. Now, Luis Ortiz would have to fail another drug test for it to change or for the fight to be canceled. So when did I say you could prevent it? It doesn't matter. It's still it's on your watch. It's happening on your watch. What are you talking about? So DAZN as a new company, it doesn't matter who caused it or what the reason is. You think how you think people's pocketbooks are going to show remorse if they're not getting the value that they want, or if they're like, man, I paid $100 and 5 fights got canceled in 2 months. You think they're going to be like, oh yeah, but they couldn't control it? No, people, that doesn't make sense. You just mentioned all these fighters getting taken off cards because of injury. That's what you said. But when did I say Dazn was at fault? Strike one. Now it's getting good. What are they supposed to do? You said I blamed Dazn for people failing drug tests and being injured. I never blamed them. I didn't place blame. I didn't say, Dazn, it's your fault, John Skipper, because Usyk hurt his bicep. When did I say that? That's all you should be answering. Listen, shooters, if his next comment doesn't answer that question, he's out of here. When did I say Dazn, Eddie Hearn, John Skipper, anybody, you are at fault for Pablo Cesar Cano, David Lemieux, Kell Brook, Usyk, all these fighters being injured? When did I ever say that? You're at fault for Gerald Miller failing a drug test. Good luck. When did I say that? Because that's the narrative you keep suggesting. Reese Nelson. Y'all think I'm losing my motherfucking name? Reese Nelson? Stop it. Shooters, get ready. If his next comment doesn't answer that question, he's out of there. When did I ever blame John Skipper, Joseph Markowski, Eddie Hearn? When did I ever blame anybody? I just told you the reality of all those fights and the outcomes. The end result is still the same. No, you said they should fix things, and then you mentioned all these fighters getting injured. You linked the two. But when did I blame them, bro? You said I blamed them. I didn't blame. I'm saying they need to fix it. Like, they have all these cars, like, so maybe have a backup plan. That's a good idea. Okay, in the event that this happens, we have a bomb enough co-feature that can be a main event. Bro, bottom line is, I don't work for Dazn. It's not my job to figure it out. If they want to pay me, then I'll start figuring out. They got to figure it out. Again, I use this example. Get rid of him, by the way. Reese Nelson, he got destroyed. RTD, I'm bodying him, bro. I'm bodying him. You would be proud. Yeah, get him out of here, bro. Again, lying on me, saying I said this. I didn't say Dazn was at fault. I said they should fix it. Like, again, there's ways to fix certain things. Like, okay, if Triple G fought Demetrius Andrade, that's an example. And again, I'm not going to do this all day. I'm not paid by Dazn to fix their problems. You know what I'm saying? That's like y'all having a fucked up marriage, and then I'm giving you my opinion on, like, oh damn, you guys keep arguing and stuff. That can't be healthy for your kids. And you like, oh, okay, what am I supposed to do? Bro, I'm not your therapist. It's not my job to fix your problems. That's not my marriage to fix your marriage. That's not you can't throw that burden on me. I don't work for Dazn. I work for me. It's not my job to fix Dazn's problems. But I can give you some suggestions because you asked. If Triple G was fighting Andrade, some of these other mishaps, if you will, would seem a little bit more insignificant. Even though they've had a lot, you'd be like, okay, Gerald Miller's not happening, but we still get Triple G versus Andrade. That's one thing they can do. 2, just have backup plans. 3, they could have made AJ versus one of the guys that I goddamn told you guys AJ should be fighting. Wilder, Fury. If he couldn't get that, Luis Ortiz. If he couldn't get that, Dillian White. Had he fought any of that, he would have had all those options, and he picked the guy that most people had at the back of the list out of the top 6 names or so he could have fought. That's how. But again, it's not my job to fix anyone else's problems. If Abner Mares pulls off from a card, PBC got to fix that. It's not my job. Like I got to start making calls. Okay, we need an opponent for Javon. This is not my job. Y'all got to pay. If you need help like that, they got to pay me, bro. Ain't shit free. Real brother, these motherfuckers crazy. He said, man, I tell you, see how they trying to blame ego for their situations. LOL, not today. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm fucking Dr. Phil. I got to fix Dazn cars falling apart. Bro, what I'm saying is pure reality. I'm not making up injuries. I'm not making up scenarios that didn't happen. And it's common sense if you really think about it. That's why I said the Dazn curse, because it's like a lot that happened in a small congested period of time. They're a new company. You know, they're a new company. Like, okay, what if, let's say here's an example, because I'm the king of analogies. I got y'all. Smash the like button. I'm murdering these motherfuckers, bro. I'm killing them. Listen. Let's say I start my own painting business and I get a group of guys that, you know, that I entrust. And some of the people track mud into their house or like some deep stains in their carpet. Then I'm going to have to pay or take money out of our check to get their carpet clean. Shout out to View of the Bay. Man, we just grinding people. Shout out to the Bay Area though. Yay. Bro, we got a bunch of members today, bro. We need some claps. I'll get right back to it. We need some claps though. I told you, we're all about community. He said I lost my fucking card. What card? What you mean? I don't know what you mean, my card. Unless you mean like a debit card or something. We destroying these dudes. Shout out to Big Boy. What up? And we just keep getting bigger. I'm telling y'all. Shout out to View of the Bay. Bay shit. Yiddy. So, anyway, like I said, it's not my job to fix any promoter's card. They need to pay me for that. I'm not here for that. I'm here to give and provide analysis. Anyway, here's an analogy for you guys. If I started my own business, I have to think everything through. What if my team member like tracks mud in their house? Then how is that going to get fixed? Or what if they're bringing in a big scaffolding ladder and then they scrape up, or knock a ceiling fan down or some shit? Bro, you have to have insurance, or you have to figure out these little nuances to make sure things go. But here's the thing. If I had a brand new paint business and I had a team of 10 people and they used the large scaffolding ladder and knocked down someone's ceiling fan and it broke and shattered glass everywhere, and we're spilling paint in the lawn and we're tracking mud in people, and there's all these little small fires, and let's say we solicit our service to a neighborhood, a block, and we only been out for 7-8 months. That's not good for word of mouth. That's common sense. Now, some of these things could have happened by mistake or accident, but at the end of the day, people know about, there's a reason and excuse for everything. You know what I'm saying? The bottom line is Dazn has to find a way, because they keep experiencing, like nobody else's top ranks cards aren't fault. Name the last person who pulled out of a top rank card like this. It's not happening left and right. PBC is not happening left and right. It happens to everybody, but it's not happening at this rate. Name a big top rank card where someone failed a drug test with 14 drugs and it was one of their big cards and they failed it before the fight happened. What PBC card did that recently happen to? I'm not saying it can't happen or won't happen to anybody else, but I'm just saying it hasn't really happened, where like the big fight cards that PBC has put on or Top Rank has put on recently, and then someone has. So, you can say it's bad luck, whatever you want to say, but regardless of it, it keeps happening. These little mishaps and undercard scrambles and shit like that. So, it doesn't matter. Your reputation is what matters. And that's the bottom line. Like I said, if I had to open a brand new restaurant and I've been out for 7 months and I'm always out of ingredients, supply and demand. So maybe the place that I get the romaine lettuce from, or the place where I get the meat from, they might have shortages. But do you think the customers care? Do you think the customers are going to care if every time they come to my burrito spot, like Ego's Chipotle or some shit, Ego's Burrito Land, and every time they come, I'm out of meat, the lettuce is recalled, and I'm a brand new establishment. It's not like I'm something you've been going to for years. That's not good for any bit. I mean, it's just common sense. So you think people are like, oh yeah, this place is always out of meat, always out of cheese, always out, this is being recalled. They're not going to care. They're just going to be like, yo, every time I come here, I can't get what I want. That's the reality of it. So again, it's not my job to fix anybody's problems. I got to worry about my own. I got a couple trips that I'm going on for boxing. I got to worry about that. I'm not worried about fixing other people's problems. I got to fix my own problems. I'm just reporting what I see and giving my analysis on the game. This is what I do full time. Jose Zamora, he said, Dazn only got one good fight, Canelo versus Jacobs. PBC been putting on. That's what I'm saying. They can say whatever they want about me, whoever. But one thing they not doing is proving me wrong. If I'm lying, then I'm lying. But they not proving that I'm lying. They're not saying, oh, you're lying. Kell Brook didn't pull out. Pablo Cesar didn't pull out. Gerald Miller didn't fail the drug test. Usyk didn't pull out. You know, they're not doing that. They just saying, shut the fuck up. You're stupid. You're biased. You hate the... No, we not playing no games. So if the meteorologist said it's going to be partly cloudy and then your dumbass go outside and it's partly cloudy, you going to blame the meteorologist? If they say it's going to rain, you know, heavy rains, and then you go outside and it's heavy rains, are you going to get mad at them? Then why the fuck would you be mad at me? Why would you be mad at me? I'm like the meteorologist when it comes to this boxing shit. Why the fuck would you be mad at me? I told your dumbass it was going to be 106. It was going to be scorching. So if you wore like a turtleneck and overalls and bundled up and wore a big ass, you know, corduroy the bear, fucking Paddington bear coat and shit, that's your fault. I told you it was going to be 106 in Vegas. How you going to get mad at me? Most of the shit I told y'all. How you going to get mad at me? PBC been laying it on pretty thick. Egos tortas. Hey, man, I got caldo de res. I got tortas. I got all the... Man, I'm going to have the works. I'm going to open my restaurant. Now we talking. Born of Raw TV. Dazn is too aggressive and too public with business moves. Facts. And it's better you make... And see, part of it is they have Eddie Hearn, who loves the camera time. So he loves to be in front of the camera. But the bad thing is he's representing Dazn and representing the brand, saying certain things. Like, it's ironic that I have a video with Eddie. Man, I'm going to just play it, bro. I'm going to show y'all. This is what I'm talking about, bro. This is why old media is... They done for. You're done, son. You're done. This was literally the week. I'm not lying. This at Lomachenko Corolla. Literally the week before Gerald Miller failed a drug test. The week right before he failed a drug test. So at the time of this, 1 week before Gerald Miller announced, or it was announced that Gerald Miller failed a drug test, this is what Eddie Hearn said about Luis Ortiz. 1 week. So the week before. So he thought AJ was still fighting Gerald Miller at the time of recording this. Days later, it was revealed that Gerald Miller failed one drug test, and then the next following days ensued, and it was revealed that he had all his other failed tests and other components in. This is literally the week before that.
When we had a choice to fight in America, there were two options. When we had a choice to fight...
Hold on. This is literally 1 week before that failed drug test. April 11th. See, I told you we too surgical. April 11th, 2009.
When we had a choice to fight in America, there were two options for us. Gerald Miller and Luis Ortiz. We went to Madison Square Garden, we went to Dazn, and we said, who would you rather? They say Gerald Miller. Right? We want an American, great, from Brooklyn, big mouth, great. So that's why. I feel sorry for him.
He wants Wilder and Joshua.
I feel sorry for him because he's fighting, the people he's fighting are horrendous.
Yeah,
and
he's number one fighter.
No, but his value is going down.
Even your guy, Dillian White.
Dillian White will fight.
Dillian White's not going to fight him. You know he didn't get offered no 2.6 million. Come on.
Luis Ortiz fighting Christian Hammer and stinking the whole arena.
From Eddie Hearn. He said Luis Ortiz, they're doing a bad job managing him. Luis Ortiz, who cares about him? Luis Ortiz, after fighting Christian Hammer, he stunk up the place. Luis Ortiz, his value went from this after the Wilder fight to that's what Eddie Hearn said. So once again, he's representing DAZN, and just like clockwork, Gerald Miller fails a drug test, and you want Luis Ortiz to bend over backwards and not try to rape you in the negotiating process by, like, you know, trying to make you pay some crazy amount. That's not a good look, because you need just a mere. That's why, bro, I really care. That's why you have to be cautious how you treat people. You never know. Like, you know, if I'm driving down the street and I'm like laughing at people walking, what if I get in an unfortunate series of, you know, economic times or something, and I don't have a car, and then I have to walk, and then they get a car, and then they drive by me and start laughing. You never know. That's why you always got to treat people. You always got to be humble and always treat people the way you want to be treated. He's talking all this about Luis Ortiz's profile. Oh, he went like this. Oh, shit, he sucks. Oh, he's being mismanaged and he's not doing a good job. All right. Days later, you needed him because Gerald Miller messed up and AJ was in a bind, you know. And real talk, if Al Haymon was really the person that y'all try to paint him out to be, he could have fucked things up. Because if it weren't Andy Ruiz, I don't know who Joshua would be fighting. If Al Haymon was really spiteful, you know, see, Al Haymon might be better than me because I'm more Tupac than Al Haymon. Al Haymon still gave up Andy Ruiz. I might be on some Pac shit, some hit 'em up shit. I'm just being real because I don't like people trying to play me. So I might have been like on some Pac shit, you know. So I fucked your bitch. You know what I'm saying? I might be on some Pac shit after all that, you know, all the insults and this. But Al Haymon, you know, you don't want to do that to your fighter, you know, because of a personal grudge, not let Andy Ruiz eat and get some money. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be right. So, you know, I don't know. It's a tough call, but, you know, some people, I know dudes in these streets and shit, and they're gonna be vindictive in a situation like that. You get what I'm saying? They're not gonna be like, oh yeah, it's for the best and for Andy Ruiz. They're gonna let you starve out here in these streets. So Al Haymon is actually kind of nice, because if Joshua didn't fight Andy Ruiz, and even though the fight's not even being received all that great, I don't mind it, but it's not being received all that great. You know, who was Joshua gonna fight? If Al Haymon just said, closed the door and said, nope, all my guys, we ain't fucking with you. You've been talking too much shit. And he just took all his toys, you know, all his guys, and went like that. Then Eddie Hearn will really be in the tough bind. So he's lucky. He should be grateful that Al Haymon, you know, didn't, for a personal, you know, grudge or some shit, take that into consideration and let his guy eat and make some money. Because I know some people out there, and I'm telling you, they're vindictive. You know, they're not going to let you talk crazy and talk shit about them and then try to help you out. Even if it would have helped Andy Ruiz out, they'll just be like, nope. And they would advise the person, oh, don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? You think 50 Cent would do that? 50 Cent got mad at Jadakiss and Fat Joe for being on the Ja Rule track. You think 50 would do that? After you went at the G Unit and you went at 50, you think 50 would be like, hey man, Lloyd Banks, it's okay, make that money. Start that movie with Ja Rule, nigga. Hell nah. 50 would be like, man, we ride, motherfucker. Something special, you know. So you got to watch how you treat people, because you never know. And he was saying all that about Luis Ortiz, and then, you know, oh, I'm going to expose. Eddie Hearn said, I'm going to expose Luis Ortiz so triumphantly. But what? Because he said I offered him $7-8 million, so he's exposed. That's it. He made it sound like he was about to expose some emails and some juicy shit. Like, he said, I'm gonna expose him. They're just, some of the British dudes be doing extra, bro. I'm gonna expose him so triumphantly, and like, you expose that he was offered $7 million to the same media that you always go to, UK media. instead of building rapport with American media and then trying to sell to American public. It's funny how that works. You can give up 2 hours for UK media to sit there and pander these little thoughts and ideas, and all the people in the comments say, I told you the UK can't help you. UK can't help Eddie Hearn here. They really can't. Because the UK doesn't have DAZN available to him. He has to impress us. He has to do right by American fans. He has to get popping in America. He got an office in New York. That's cool. You know, and then with his pop saying that slave trade comment, it's, you know, those things don't, all that affects DAZN. Where's Dillian White fighting? Dillian White, Oscar Rivas in America. How can I watch that fight? Oh, that's right, on DAZN. So when your pops is at the press conference and he's talking about the slave trade, he's talking about back in my day, he's talking about they need to crack the whip, he's talking about, you know, this used to be this, and I have to call him and treat him with respect for a fight you're promoting that you hope to distribute in America, and then you never address it. Those aren't good things. You got to do right by America. You got to watch how you treat people. You know, I seen one interview where the person asked Eddie Hearn about it, and he was like, oh, that's just people with an agenda trying to twist up his words and misconstrue it. Okay, you explain it. What did he mean by saying the slave trade? Why? And the person even asked him, they said, do you think that was a poor choice of words? He said, no, it wasn't a poor choice of words. Okay, say this shit again then. If you didn't do nothing wrong, say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Like Pinky said, say it again then. That's how you know when people are capping. If you didn't do nothing wrong, do another press conference and say that. Why don't you do that then? Because if I know, listen, you see me the same way on all of these live streams. Because I ain't saying nothing wrong. I'm not attacking no, you know, religious groups or sexual preferences. We talking boxing. So I'm going to say the same shit. I'm saying similar shit. It don't matter. Because I know I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm the king of analogy. I come up with millions of analogies throughout the course of my tenure on YouTube. Ain't never once used no slavery analogy. I just use one with romaine lettuce and opening a restaurant, having a paint business. Y'all hear the analogies. Y'all watch my shit. I ain't never said nothing about no slavery or Holocaust or whatever. And those might be, you know, depending on what it was, you know, that might be something, but I wouldn't do that. You know, I don't care if that can help illustrate it. I just don't choose to talk about in the form of an analogy times that are uncomfortable for a lot of people. You know, I have thousands and millions of hours and minutes of content on here, and I never did nothing to anybody's religion, race, ethnicity, and oppressed anybody, or even brought up and made. Why would you make people reminisce about a time like slavery, the Holocaust, you know, when the Native Americans were pillaged in their own villages during a boxing press conference? So you didn't do anything, say it again. Say it at the next press conference. When they reschedule Usyk's fight, say that, you know, you didn't do nothing wrong. It wasn't a poor choice of words. You use that example again then. They know it, but they don't want to admit it. Pride get people in a lot of positions where they get stuck. They get stuck. You know, and people complain, oh, where's Al Haymon at during this? Why does he do interviews? If he talking about slavery and all this extra shit, I don't want to see him do interviews. But he's smart. He just stayed low key. Even Bob Arum, for the most part, does interviews during fight weeks. That's when you catch him. He ain't trying to do no exit. You know, he might be on someone's podcast or some shit like that. But for the most part, he's doing interviews when he's promoting Crawford Khan. And other than that, you don't really see what the fuck he's doing. True story. You know, I don't see Bob Arum, you know, in a restaurant and, you know, by a pool and all this shit, doing all these extra hour and a half long interviews and laughing and chumming it up and all. You don't see that, you know. And like I said, at best, you see Bob Arum at his place. He's a businessman, so you find him at his place as a business. He'd be in a boxing gym, you know, for a media workout. He'll be at the Cosmopolitan because there's fights at the Cosmo and they're about to do the weigh-in or they just finished the weigh. You know, that type of stuff. You don't see these 1.5, 2 hour long videos with Bob Arum just talking and laughing and making all these facial expressions and shit. This is what Bob Arum was talking about with Eddie Hearn. You know, he's like the white Diddy or something. Like, you know, all in the video. He just wants to be in the video. All in this. That's cool. Do your thing. But the contradictions and stuff come back to haunt you. You definitely don't see Al Haymon. Out of all these dudes, I know Al Haymon's an advisor, but out of advisors and promoters, you hear the most from Eddie Hearn. Facts. So you got to make sure what you're saying, it makes sense, though. Yeah, all in the videos, dancing. I see Eddie. That's what I'm saying. He want the limelight or something. I seen him on a yacht or something doing Drake's Kiki, do you love me? He want the reputation of the fighters. Like, you know what I'm saying? He want to be in the spotlight like the fight. Them motherfuckers. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? You would never let me. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what this got to do with anything? He want to be all in the videos. Take that. I seen too much. Eddie Hearn walking out of a hotel getting pants by fighters. Who does that, bro? If somebody pants me, I'm swinging on anything. I put that on Cali. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you, bro. What did it pants me? What are we in the 6th grade? His ass was out. Like, bro, I don't play games like that, bro. You don't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially in the business thing. Like, I'm a businessman. You know, the fighters got to act. That's to me, that's kind of disrespectful. Because the fighters have to broker deal. You know, you have to broker deals with fighters, and fighters feel so comfortable with you they could pull your pants down. Like, when I worked at Lowe's, I would never walk up to my store manager, no matter how cool. He was real cool, but I'm not finna pull his pants down, you know, and other people seeing and laughing and then post a video of it. That's disrespectful. The true story. Go Google it. I'm sure somebody got the video. That's when you see someone disrespect Bob Arum like that, bro, you be banned for life from every top rank event. If you was a fighter, you get kicked off. You ain't nobody disrespecting Bob like that. That's just real. Or Al Haymon or Leonard Ellerby, but they did it to Eddie Hearn. They literally pulled his pants down. He walking out and he's like this and, you know, free balling and trying to cover up, bro. Y'all thought it was funny, but me, I'm from a different place. Like, you can't do that. It just don't make sense to me. Especially like if you did something behind closed doors, maybe, but to film it and put it out there, that's what I'm saying. Like, to be all in the video. And the UK, y'all got to stand for something, bro. I don't care if it's your countrymen or not. See, and this is the disrespectful part about America. Here in America, it's nothing for Americans to go against American media, American fighters. They love that. You know, ego don't know shit. You know, we got a ton of people that say dumb shit like that, go against American fighters like Wilder. But then you go to the UK and to a fault, they won't. A lot of the people who are front and center, I can't speak for all of the UK, but a lot of the people with voices like Spencer Farron and shit, they're always siding with it. Always siding with no matter what. It's like you don't have to be too prideful to a fault. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be wrong. We're all wrong at times. You don't have to just riot. Like, if Barry Hearn says something inappropriate, then you could say that. You know, no love lost. Just say that wasn't hey bud. You know, that wasn't the best way to handle that. I wouldn't have said that. That was a little too risque for these times. Ain't no love lost. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But something becomes wrong with it when you do it and then you try to act like you didn't do nothing. You know, that's what Kodak Black did. He disrespected Nipsey Hussle and Lauren London. and they kind of try to act like he didn't do nothing. Like everybody else is just offended for no reason. That's not right. He said they will proudly go down with the ship. Well, I'm James Cameron because I'm directing Titanic. Old media, all of them finna go down. I promise you, they all going down. They all going down, you know, to the point where, like, and I know not every single one, but I'm talking about to the point where all their points, all their best channels, they're going to take major hits. And I've already seen it. It's already a work in progress. You know, their best channels, their best representatives folding. Some of them probably gave up already. So, yeah, you going to sink with the ship. You going down with the band and, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio and all that. You about to hit this iceberg, that new media iceberg, because we're sick of it. We're boxing fans. Let's grow the sport, not like tear it apart with foolishness. I told you, I'm really trying to do my part. You see, I ain't made no videos about Canelo versus Errol Spence. I'm not promoting that. I'm not promoting that bullshit. That's what they want. It's like fishing. They want the media. Bro, I lead the charge in this media game, bro. Even the people don't give me credit for it. They be taking my ideas and theories and, you know, swag and thumbnail design, you know, points, talking points, and then they just repackage it in their own way. See, me, I'm a real one. Anytime, if I use like Mike Coppinger, Lance Pugmire, I always cite my sources. I always let you know, hey, Mike Coppinger said this. Here's the link here. You know, I always source out they be biting my swag and don't never link it back to me. But it's okay, because you see the super chats. You see what we doing. You see the channel members. I don't need that. I got y'all. We got a family here. I'm good. You don't have to source nothing back. But at the end of the day, motherfuckers know. They know who started what. They know who the first person they heard say what. Like, if I put y'all on cream soda or something, you gonna remember. You know who told you, hey, you gotta try this. They got this cream soda from A&W, blah, blah. You gonna know who the first person. Even if other people later told you to try it, you gonna remember like, damn, Ego put me on this restaurant. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. We live that boss life. But yeah, man, it just has to be some justice. That's why, like I said, I'm not talking about Canelo. Y'all can have that. To get all the little views you want off of stupid shit like that. That's what they want. It's like fishing. That's what they want. Oscar De La Hoya and everybody, they want to bring up some dumb. Canelo just fought 2 days ago and shit. Is he really going to fight Errol Spence? When Mike Coppinger and the whole boxing world knows that they're trying to land a deal. Like, bro, it's counterintuitive if you think about it. It's counter fucking intuitive. All the rumors suggest that Errol Spence's next fight is going to be a unification with Sean Porter, right? They're talking about dates, places, times, faces, you know, how they're going to distribute it, whether it's pay-per-view, not pay-per-view. And Oscar's sitting up here talking about $20 million for a Canelo fight. He has to get past Porter, so why would I even spend time, you know, making videos? Bro, I'm cutting all that shit in half. Unless it's on the back end and I just want to make some money or I got all my other work done. You know, I'm not talking about that. Look, shout out to Mike Kopp. Sources. Welterweight unification championship fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Sean Porter is likely to take place August 3rd, Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. 147-pound title tilt is expected to headline a pay-per-view on Fox card. So once again, why would I need to make a bunch of videos under these circumstances about De La Hoya sending a $20 million offer? They want you to be suckers like some fish and just bite and be talking about it to, you know, jog up shit. I'm not doing that. I don't need to do it. I don't need views. I'm not starving. I have integrity, bro. And you got to show me something, like a ref in a fight. If you got your ass whooped the last round, the next round you got to show me something or I'm calling this shit off. Same thing. Why would I talk about Canelo? Why am I talking about Crawford Spence? Why would I talk about Canelo versus Spence? We got to stop this clout chasing ass like society, this clout chasing era of boxing. We have to, because it's getting outrageous. You know, people can't make a video about their opinions without bringing my name in. Like, why they got to put my name in their titles? Who are they? Like, bro, I never talked to these dudes. Half of them are probably blocked. Why what do I have to do with your channel? Clout chase. I can't do it, man. I ain't never been that. When I first started, now I ain't never been no clout chaser. I never needed nobody. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. Why am I gonna spend all this breath or waste breath and, you know, try to bang out videos for some shit that don't even look likely? You know, give me some details, you know, something to work with. Like, that was pretty detailed. See, this is the difference. This is the difference. Okay, Mike Coppinger works with PBC on Fox. He's a reporter. Errol Spence, Unification, Sean Porter, August 3rd, Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York, 147-pound Unification, PBC on Fox. See how that has details? Division, Unification, Brooklyn, New York, August 2nd or whatever. What, who, what, when, and where. It's like, you know, all the who, what, when, and where, and why. De La Hoya saying, oh, yeah, we're going to make this offer to Spence. I ain't reporting that shit, bro. Shout out to RTD. He said, that's why I fucks with you, bro. You have remained the same from day one, no matter what. Same energy. God bless my dude from the UK, RTD. Why am I going to waste my breath in computer storage space talking about Canelo and a guy who's at 147, who's about to fight? You know what I'm saying? Canelo says he wants to be undisputed. This shit is all over the place. It's clout chasing. Count me out. I'm not really with the clout chasing like that. Like I said, if I have time on the back end, I'll talk about it. Don't ask me about none of that type of shit. I don't care really. If I care about it, you'll see it on my channel. But if you don't see it, then it's probably a reason for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm always up for suggest. But what am I talking about? And that's what I'm saying. People aren't respecting weight class. We got to get boxing back to its essence. I promise you that. We try to get back to the essence. Everybody got to stand on their own too from now on. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand on your own too. If your event ain't good enough to generate hype because it sucks or nobody's asking for it, then you got to find different creative ways to sell tickets. Go to Groupon, things like that, you know. But you're not going to, at least on my end, we're not going to just like abuse the process and just say a bunch of hootenanny and hope that people bite it and spread this and make 1,000 Canelo videos, bro. Especially Golden Boy, since they turned down my credential. I'm definitely not going out of my way to talk about some fantasy shit. Make some real shit and we could talk. You know, show me a date, show me a picture of Errol Spence and Canelo in the same room with Eric Gomez, you know, looking at paperwork, something like that. That's cool. Like, remember when Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao met at the Miami Heat game, stuff like that? Okay, now we working. But I don't need views like that. I really don't. I don't need money like that. So, you know, I'm not talking about Canelo versus a welterweight. You know, I seen all this shit. Oscar saying, hey, do like Mikey Garcia and jump up 2 weight class. I don't care about that. What about Jaime Munguia and Dennis Hogan? What's up with that rematch? You know, what about the winner of Julian J. Rock Williams Hurd this weekend versus Jaime Munguia? That shit sound more logical, but we don't hear about it. That's why I feel like it's clout chasing. So Hurd is about to fight J. Rock. We don't hear anything about Jaime Munguia unifying with them, but we're hearing about a middleweight who's one belt away from undisputed fighting a fucking welterweight. Count me out, bro. Like I said, I'll talk about it once I start seeing some proof. I'm like D12. I got to see the proof. Bars. Let's get it. Rest in peace, proof. I'm not just arbitrarily wasting my voice, man. I get paid off of this. So that's my 2 cents. If it don't look real to me, it doesn't exist. So poof, Van Moose, son of a bitch. It got to look real to me. You know, you notice the moment Wilder said, or Shelly Finkel, he did an interview, said Deontay Wilder has a full plate. Wilder got a full plate. We're probably not fighting AJ. All right, fuck it. Then I'm not, I'm not making 1,000 videos about this. Like I said, if you do see me, it's because I either A, want money, or B, I got time. Today I got time, and I did all my other shit that I needed to do. And, that was my priority. Period. But it just doesn't make sense. Especially, and then people are getting this shit out of whack. Shit that should be happening ain't happening. And then y'all want me to conversate about shit that don't look likely to happen. And this ain't Mayweather Pacquiao. I'm just gonna be talking for 1,000 years about stupid shit. He said maybe Canelo could fight Lomachenko after Spence. This stuff sounds stupid to me. That's what I'm saying, bro. See, and that's what I'm saying. We need some corrective action. Boxing got to stand for something. Boxing got to take a stand. Like back in the day when you were a boxing fan, I really didn't feel like it was all this extra shit. Like people talked about Mike Tyson versus Holyfield, Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis. They weren't talking about like, guys who were clear cruiserweights and like Mike McCallum versus Mike Tyson. The only person that they really put up there was Roy Jones, and he looked like he might be able to, he already went to heavyweight at one point. So it wasn't out of the question, Lennox Lewis versus Roy Jones and Roy Jones versus Mike Tyson. Those were conversations because Roy Jones, might have been good enough in his prime to have a shot, But we weren't hearing about all these other dudes fighting at welterweight, moving up to heavyweight. I don't want to hear about all that right now. And then if it is, then let's see some groundwork. They want to just feed us a bunch of stuff with no groundwork, no dates, no time, no faces. And see, that's the other reason why I feel like the media and the fans are being abused at this point with the clout chase is because everybody in the game knows that's not really how you typically handle business. If you really wanted, like when Triple G got in the ring after Canelo versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., it kind of just happened. Canelo beat the shit out of Chavez Jr., and then they had this weird music, and then Triple G started walking out like he's Stone Cold Steve Austin, got in the ring, and that's how they announced Canelo Triple G. But nobody knew that the fight had been finalized behind the scenes. Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that. You fell off, pussy. Block him. Yeah, this paycheck didn't fall off, though. That's one thing that didn't fall off. So, bro, listen, I'm not moved by none of that because at the end of the day, we know. Motherfuckers telling you about you fell off, but these are the biggest checks that Google done sent me. Okay. We hitting record numbers in the super chat. Okay. But I fell off. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Next. Who next? Remember that show on MTV, Next? Where you walk off the bus and if you was ugly and whack, bitches just be like, next. That's what we on. Next. What's next? I fell off, but you came to tell me I fell off. Next. What's up? That shit don't work no more, bro. That's that old media shit. Next. Okay. Somebody said Holyfield versus Mikey Garcia. That I don't know why that sounded funny. Those two names. That's what I'm saying. I don't care about that, bro. And then on top of that, we're not getting Mikey Garcia versus Lomachenko. That's what I really wanted to see. That's what I really want to see. And we have to wait on that. So yeah, they're trying to use us like pawns to pump up some imaginary shit. when they're ready to make Teofimo versus Lomachenko and Mikey versus Loma and Triple G versus Charlo, Jaime Munguia versus Canelo, let's talk about it then. They want us to just talk about all this shit and build up some imaginary hype. Let's just wait till we get there. That's all I'm saying. Someone said Joshua Leo Santa Cruz. Y'all tripping. But let's talk about Triple G. We just be rocking. I don't know where the conversation's gonna go. You think they're gonna make Haney versus Loma? Hell no. They can't. How they gonna make it? The WBC ordered it doesn't make sense, bro. WBC ordered Luke Campbell versus Lomachenko. So what does Devin Haney have to do with that situation? If Lomachenko can fight for a vacant WBC belt, collect a third belt against somebody with 2 losses in the UK, where they might be able to sell some tickets, loyal UK fans, and say, oh, I beat a gold medalist, right? Then why would they fight Devin Haney? Why would that happen? And in the future, who knows? Because Devin Haney's dope, Devin Haney's good, but I could see them for his first fight. Do you really want to put him in there with Lomachenko? I know he wants it, but for his first title, do you want to put him in there with Luke Campbell? Are you more comfortable with that? I'm talking about his team, not him. Does his team feel more comfortable putting him in there with Luke Campbell, a guy with 2 losses, or a guy with 1 loss and 3 belts? So I don't know. I don't know if they would just put him in with Lomachenko right off rip for his first title shot. I don't know. That's on them. But it doesn't seem likely. And then as far as the IBF, I think Teofimo will get to that IBF belt from Richard Comey before Devin Haney, based on the way Top Ranks. Bob Arum is a shark, bro. I mean, I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm just saying he's getting shit done. He's swimming in that water. Bob Arum, he gets shit done. You can say whatever you want about Arum. He sews these deals up. Bob Arum be doing the fool. And this I don't know. Eddie Hearn kind of like coming to America like arrogant about like what he was going to do and he was going to take over. I think that's kind of backfiring a bit because people, it's just like 50 Cent and Rock Nation. These other promoters aren't going to help you succeed. You get what I'm saying? You coming in like, you come in cocky or you come in saying, it's just like prison. I ain't never been to prison, but I know people that went. And the people who come from the streets where they might have been the best street boxer, and then they go to jail with that same attitude. Prison. They go to prison with that same attitude because you was the man in your particular section. If you were the man in your particular section and you go to prison, they gonna correct that real quick. You know what I'm saying? If you go in there like super thug, prison will correct that real quick. Because there's people who kill more people than you, can fight better than you, harder than you, bigger than you, those types of things. So you can't. It don't make sense to go into, those type of situations like with your chest poked out, like, and feeling like I'm invincible, like I'm coming to America, I'm taking over all this boxing shit in America. It don't make sense. It's kind of like I said, an analogy, like going into prison thinking you invincible because you in gangs or some shit, bro. Prison is one big gang. Some dudes been in, they don't have nothing to lose. Some of them have no family. Some of them doing life. They don't give a fuck about you, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't care what you say you gonna do or what you think you could do. So that's kind of what it is. I think Eddie Hearn kind of rubbed people the wrong way, and then like Bob Arum's kind of Xing him out. PBC kind of Xing him out. Like Al Haymon's giving him, okay, you can have Andy Ruiz, okay, cool. Okay, you can have Jesse Vargas and Brandon Rios versus Humberto Soto. So he's like, but he ain't giving up Errol Spence and Sean Porter. He ain't giving up Charlo 1 or 2. He ain't giving up Deontay Wilder. So you getting Jesse Vargas versus Thomas Delorme, Jesse Vargas versus Humberto Soto, You know, Andy Ruiz, who just fought Dimitrenko and was with Top Rank before that, so he was pretty, you know, kind of inactive. You know what I'm saying? And then Bob Arum, he know how to connect the dots and get these deals done. He said Bob coming like Death Row Records. Bob, and that's what I'm saying. He got that Harry O money, bro. He on that Harry O shit. Bob get them fights over the line, or like the. I mean, it's to be expected, to be honest. Bob Arum been knowing these companies, these sanctioning bodies and shit, 50 years, 30 years and shit. Bob a OG in this shit. That's a triple OG. So you got to respect it. You know what I'm saying? He has more seniority than you. So his relationship with the WBC might be better, especially with how Eddie Hearn, you know, does interviews and stuff. Bob Arum don't really do all that. When have you seen an interview where Bob Arum was really going in on the WBC? When? But then you see Eddie Hearn, who's, you know, fighting for Dillian White, saying this is bogus and I can't believe. He might be rubbing the WBC wrong. So that's why the WBC might have did this. If you think, I mean, just think about it. He's promised Dillian White a Wilder shot. And then Dominic Breazeale, they were supposed to both be the number one mandatories. And then he was like, oh, the WBC, they're wrong. And, you know, they're petitioning and they made the wrong decision. You doing all these interviews, WBC might be like, all right, bet. Oh, you want to fight Devin Haney versus Luke Campbell on all matchroom card? No. This unification trumps that. We're going to let Bob Arum's Top Rank fight your fighter. And it's going to happen on ESPN most likely. That's what I'm saying. You got to watch what you say. That's what you have to watch what you say. Like, you can't be talking about the WBC because when it comes time to you need them, you know, if you don't have your ducks in a row, they might be like, oh yeah, I remember that. I seen them interviews you was saying about Suleiman. Okay. You were saying we made the wrong call. Okay, duly noted. That might be what it is. I don't know. I mean, I'm not the WBC. Know some people that work with them, but that's what happens when you. That's why it's better to do like Arum and Haymon. They don't really just be out there like that. Tim Johnson, Eagle, I just saw a video of Spence at the fan expo for the Canelo Jacobs fight. He had hella Latino fans in his line. He had one of the longest line of fans. I seen him too. Errol's the man. He's the man. And see, honestly, I love Terrence Crawford. But Terrence Crawford, I don't know if Top Rank, because I never see Top Rank. I'm not going to say too much, but I don't really see Top Rank fighters at the Box Fan Expo and shit like that. So Errol Spence went for the last 2 years. So he's connecting with the fans because I seen him with the fake Canelo, my dude. Shout out to my dude. He the one that looked like Canelo. And he's engaging. So I think Terrence Crawford should do more of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Politic with the fans, because Errol's doing it. And now all the people that got merchandise and shit, they might check his fight, especially if it's on Fox for free. Strategy, bro. It's like me. I'm not trying to sound like, you know, throw myself in the mix like that, but I connect every time I go to fights. It's love in the crowd. People like, man, I watch your shit. Hey, man, can I get a picture? Hey, me and my son watch you. Me and my wife watch you. I swear. Follow me around any fight. People be like, oh, yo, ego. You know, it's just what it is. That's what happens when you're the people's champ. Same thing with Wilder. All y'all do all this shit to talk about his legs and say he sucked. I've been at fights with him. People are yelling bomb squad. You know, they're going to get the fire marshals involved. It's just what it is. They yelling and walking after him, trying to take pictures, and he's signing autographs. I mean, it's just what it is. So, like I said, I don't care about old media because all they could do is hate. They're not doing nothing. They broke. So, you know what I'm saying? But Eddie Hearn, like, you know, you can't say everything with a sharp tongue. You know what I mean? He's talking about the WBC, got it wrong with Dillian White. Now they like, all right, we got it wrong with Dillian White. All right, we about to get it wrong with Devin Haney too, because we not making that fight. Now we making the Lomachenko fight. I'm just saying, you at different people's mercy. And then Eddie Hearn reveals the plan. Oh, I'm gonna take over America. Just do it. Same thing with DAZN. Don't say pay-per-view is dead. Just kill pay-per-view off. Save us all the money. Make the better fights. Put them out of business. Cool. But y'all telling them the game plan. That's the worst thing you could do. Y'all never read Sun Tzu, Art of War? Eddie Hearn told you last year, oh yeah, Showtime will be out of business by this time. They're going the way of HBO boxing. They'll be out of business in a year. Shit, this year's going by fast. It's already May. Eddie Hearn says Showtime is going to be out of business by October. I marked the date down. October 2018, he says Showtime will be doing what HBO boxing did. That's what I'm saying. That's why you can't write checks that you can't cash. Because October is not that far. Summers usually go pretty quick. And then if they give Thurman Pacquiao to Showtime and they do Earl Spence versus Porter on Fox, and then they do Gervonta's Baltimore fight on Showtime, how are they going to be out of business by October? They also got Wilder, Brazil. They did Clarissa Shields' last fight. They're doing All Access. You said they're going to be out of business by October of this year. They're going to do like HBO and pack it in and get out the boxing business. But so far, Dazn is the one that seems like it has a curse. I'm just speaking the real. People can get mad, and you know, I'm speaking what I see. Wilder Fury was lit. I enjoyed that. Fuck out of that. Yeah, and Eddie Hearn tells you this. So if I know a person said, okay, blah, 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 it's like Home Alone. Macaulay Culkin was about to eat dinner, and he was praying and shit, and he heard a commotion, and he looked outside, and it was Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern, and they're like, yeah, I think the parents are out of town. I'm like, yeah, all right, we'll come back tomorrow at 8 p.m., and then Macaulay Culkin was like, oh, they're coming back tomorrow. I gotta protect this house. And then he set up the fucking booby traps. That's exactly the plot of Home Alone. Because he heard them. He heard what the game plan was. He seen what they were trying to do. Oh, you trying to rob me? Bet. That motherfucker had flamethrowers and nails sticking up out the ground and, you know, anvils and all types of shit. Glue, tarantula. That motherfucker, Macaulay Culkin was lit. He was ready for it. That's why you don't give people the head up. You know what I'm saying? You don't tell, oh yeah, I'm gonna put all the promoters in America out of business. Oh, pay-per-view's dead. Now they know you coming for them, so they coming for you. Why would you do that? Why would you give someone a drop? Man, my man Kevin McAllister had them traps ready. He had a trap house. That was the original trap house. That motherfucker, Home Alone, that was the true trap house. That motherfucker had mouse traps and all types of shit, bro. Y'all could say whatever y'all want. The robbers got fucked. Joe Pesci had bald spots and he burned through his beanie and shit, bro. I'm up here, your horse's ass. Come and get me. That motherfucker said, I'm right here, your horse's ass. It was like, he was on them bicycle handlebar. Man, we tried to make that. I almost died, bro. Because we didn't have white people got the strong wires and shit. White houses, they got that strong cabling. We didn't have that. So I tried to do that shit with some like chicken wire. We almost died, bro. Because I had an old bike. I used to be like building shit and all that. I disassembled the handlebar, try to make that shit, bro. I almost broke. I broke my back. It's spinal. I fell so hard, bro. That shit snapped. Oh. I broke my back. Like, what do you mean you broke your back? It's spinal, bro. I got dipped. Decided to dip, bro. Don't ever try to. I don't know how much Macaulay was weighing at the time. I don't know if I weighed too much, bro. I don't know, but I was on some like dental floss and shit. Try to. Oh, combo breaker, bro. When you hurt your tailbone or your back, there's really no feeling like it. You can't do nothing but just get fucked up. You like a scorpion and shit. I broke my back. It's spinal. Bro, my shit was fucked up. You ever fall on your back and I fell on my back and it literally took the wind out of me. Like it was like my soul like came out, bro. Every piece of wind I don't know. Have y'all ever had the wind knocked out of you, bro? That shit is not. It feels weird because you feel all the air like dissipate from your body. I was like, and then my soul popped out. Like Shang Tsung got me. Your soul is mine. I'm like, bro, that shit hurt. My mom, you crying and shit, trying to explain to your mom. What's wrong? What's wrong, ego? I broke my back. What do you mean you broke your back? It's spinal. Take me to the goddamn doctor. I need to go to the doctor right immediately. Take me to the nurses. Like, bro, that shit hurted. I really got dipped trying to make that McCall. I really did try it though. Bro, I used to make shit like that. You can't grow up. I really try to make weapons, bro. I took an old crutch apart and I had some elastic. I swear this is a true story. I took the wood part of the crutch. It had like little holes in it. My mom used to do these crafts, so I had the white piece of elastic, and then I like screwed the elastic in to the holes, and then I would get a wire hanger and then like bend it so it was just like the wire hanger. I made a bow and arrow. That shit was butter. I was on the block like Robin Hood, like Hey, I was putting in work, bro. I was putting in work on the block. I had a makeshift bow and arrow that I made. See, I used to get real influenced by movies and shit. Bro, I was really wet with that bow and arrow that I made, bro. I was like on some Avengers Hawkeye shit. I was hitting him with that Hawkeye. I was looking for Thanos. Hey, I really made a bow and arrow. That shit was wet. No, this shit would like if I shot, I wasn't not no serial killer like Michael Myers or no shit. It would have killed a cat or something if I tried. But I love animals, so I didn't try none of shit. But I was running, hiding and shit. I was on my Hawkeye. Oh shit, I was hitting shit like Cupid, but I would just hit inanimate objects and shit like trees and. Bro, there's something about having a bow and arrow. It changes the way you move. It gives you a different type of like I've held guns and shit. Holding a gun is, that's cool. That ain't shit. It come to the bay. That shit ain't nothing. Everybody got a stick. You know what I'm saying? But there's something about that bow and arrow, bro. It gives you true power. You be like an archer and shit. My archery game, hey, I'm probably still raw based on what happened and transpired when I was a kid. Hey, I was on some Hawkeye shit. Cause it make you can't even like you run different. Like if you have a gun, you got to do the hood run and shit. If you have a bow and arrow, you prance and shit. I was bouncing off trees and shit on that Hawkeye shit. Oh my god! Like why did he run, kick off of a tree, and then hit him with the bow and arrow, bro? I was raw. I need to get back to my bow and arrow. I need to make that shit again. I'm gonna bring that to the fights. I hope they let me in with the fights. I'll bring that fucking bow and arrow with it. Running, jumping off the tree. Let that shit go, bro. If you watching the stream, don't be scared to click the membership button. Shout out to my dude, Real Brother. Join the livest live stream. Realist. He said ego playing John Rambo. I got the bow and arrow. Hey, I was Rambo with it. Hey, I really feel like I can make it again, bro. My archery game was sick. You can't really shoot. Anybody can shoot a gun. When you learn to shoot that bow and arrow. My dad actually got a real bow and arrow. To this day. But if you can shoot a bow and arrow, you raw. I was like Robin Hood on these bitches. Oh shit. That's it. That's your ass, Mr. I made a wire hanger arrow, bro. I was wet. Yeah, okay, there you go. Oh my god, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Hey, Black Bruce Wayne Jr. said, I used to make ninja stars. Thought I was the real kung fu. Hey, see that shit. See, I miss the old days of being a kid. These new kids suck. They don't have to be creative and shit, bro. They just like, oh, let me get on my iPad and download the newest iOS software. Man, fuck all that. We used to call them adventures. I'd tell my parent, that's how you know it's hood, when you just tell your parents, I'm leaving, I'm going outside, I'm about to go on an adventure. Like, what the fuck does that mean? We used to just call them adventures and really just be out there on bikes, trespassing and just going wherever the fuck we could go, hopping fences. we would get to spots like where it was like literal trespassing, and there was like stories of like allegedly kids that got shot by this farmer that lived up there. You know, like, hey, if you get too close to his property, he'll kill you. And we still did it like some dumbasses. We hopping over barbed wire to get lit up by the farm. Bro, this shit used to be wild. When I was a kid, that shit used to be wild. There was really like tall tales of this one house, and they said that if you get close to his shit, he'll shoot you with a shotty. And we would still be like, hop that fence, bow. And we used to do crazy shit because we used to leave. It'd be a chain link fence with barbed wire and shit. Leave our bikes there. Like, what if we came back and our bikes were just all gone? Because we just scouring the earth and shit. Like fucking Kung Fu, the legend continues. We just walking, you know, on some trek. We don't even have a compass. There was no cell phone, bro. That shit was dangerous. What if it got dark and shit? Motherfucking snakes and mountain lions. We called it hiking. Yeah, but we would be on treks though. It wasn't just hiking. Black Bruce Wayne Jr. Bro, we used to be in like rivers, like cheap ass, like make cheap ass, or like get inflatable cheap ass rafts and shit. My mom slapped me with a wooden paddle. I thought twice though. Hey, you got fucked up. My dude wasn't playing, bro. Punishment was you can't go outside. Kids always act like they're getting electrocuted when they get sentenced, when the parents sentence you to whatever, like, oh, you were bad today. You can't go outside. Kids be acting like they're getting electrocuted or tased or something. Like, what the fuck is all that? What if adults had temper tantrums like kids, where they, you know, when kids find out, like, you know what, that's it, ego, you're grounded. I used to be like Bruce Lee, looking all around and shit. That shit. That was the worst, when your parents ground your ass. Like, what the fuck was all that? You punch you. Like, you doing all that extra shit for it. I used to take my whooping instead of having to stay inside. That's cool when the parents give you an option like that. You want me to beat your ass? You still go outside? Or you just can't go outside? All right, whoop me. Hit me like Denzel in Glory. You be like Denzel. Why was Denzel looking like that when he was getting whipped, bro? He was like, he ate that shit in Glory, bro. They started hitting him hard as fuck. Trying to play it off like, motherfucker, we know. I hear the whip sound. That shit in THX. We know that shit hurt. You don't have to go fake it. He really held it. You see, he had to squeeze that last little tear out at the end. This is, oh, you motherfuckers made me cry. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I'm a slave now. You want to whip me, huh? Like, that motherfucker. I seen that tear come out at the end, bro. That shit hurt. That shit hurted. Denzel was eating them lashings, though, at first. He took like about 6 of them. He was just, like, motherfucker, you can't play it off. You know this shit hurt, cuz. You know this shit hurt, cuz. That's how hood dudes cry and shit. Be making all of it. Motherfucker, you ain't tough. I hate when people try to be too tough through it. Like, motherfucker, cry. You better cry through this shit. You know this shit hurt, bro. The hood dudes be. They did us dirty. That, yeah, Barry Hearn's like, yeah, back in my day, we used to just whip your ass. I mean, I gotta call him Mr. White. What? We used to just glory your shit. Back in my day, what the fuck are you talking about? We used to Denzel your shit. That's how a motherfucker used to cry in school fight when they got hit too hard. Sniffing his shit like it ain't hurt. I got in trouble once. They said they snitched on me like they did that in Tekashi me, cause like there was a fight and it was like, I don't know, it was like two like real nerdy people and they were like, yeah, and then they said I instigated the fight and I got like I get in trouble, I get suspended. I didn't even throw a punch. They're like, you started this. I was like, no, they was already arguing. They're like, you instigated them and made him throw. Like, I didn't make this fucking dweeb throw this punch. They got me, bro. They said I instigated this shit. See, they been blaming your boy Ego for hella long. How I get in trouble? I didn't throw one punch. I wasn't even a part of it. You know, I was just there. They said, you said ooh and ah, goddammit. Like, what am I supposed to fucking hear no evil, see no evil? The motherfucking kids was snitching. I don't know, bro. The kids will tell on your ass. Ego did it. Like, goddamn, we in class and shit. Now, who instigated this shit, goddamn it? Ego. They will point you out the lineup. Like, fuck. I thought we was cool. Thought we was classmates. They snitched on me, bro. Darnell said, I really made 2 nerds fight over some overall straps. LOL. That's hella funny. Black people do be instigating some shit sometimes, though. Ooh, like, someone to get hit and it don't even be that hard and shit. They're like, oh, like, you didn't have to do all that. You know, that's because I would be angry. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I would be angry if somebody just hit me like that, even if it didn't hurt. If I heard motherfuckers in the crowd was like, oh, shit. Like, don't be doing all that. People be hyping this shit up. I snapped motherfucking suspenders and pointed another nerd and dude started windmilling him. Hey, I fucked this Canelo looking kid up one time. He had red hair too. Yeah, he started it too. I just finished it. I was born ready. I hit him with a couple sets like bing 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 bing. Oh, I hit him with that bing. And when you fight when you're young, like you be like hyping yourself up, like your first fights, you know what I'm saying? Like you be hyping yourself up that you did that, you know what I'm saying? Like remember when I don't want to spoil too much, but in Avengers Endgame, when Thor got the hammer back and he seen he was still worthy, that's how I did. Cause this was like 6th grade or some shit. And he called my mom a bitch or some shit for no reason. And then I hit him and I was like, bing, bing. And then I like proved it to myself. So I felt like Thor when he found out he was worthy with the hammer, where he was like, I was like, oh shit, I just did it. I just laced his shoes. And then I was like, bing. I hit him with a bing, bing. And then I took his backpack and twirled him around and then threw him hella hard into the portables. That shit was wet, bro. And then everyone was like, oh, and I was like, easy work. That motherfucker easy work. You start really feeling like you Floyd and shit, bro. Oh, that shit was easy work. I need someone to buy me lunch, motherfucker. That shit was easy. That shit was too easy. Like, you really be thinking you did something. I hit him, bro. Now, I wasn't no bully. I wouldn't even like that. I was a class clown more than anything. But I had to get the Canelo looking dude. I hit him with bing, bing. Oh, shit. I surprised myself. I was like, damn, I'm kind of quick. Easy work. That should be fun. I remember I went to a house party, bro. We just talk about whatever. This should be fun. Hey, I'm gonna start another channel too, bro. Cause we gotta talk about this. Should be so fun. If y'all want that other channel, we're gonna talk about some other stuff too, bro. I went to a house party. I seen a dude get stomped out like Kane. He got mopped. It was. Remember when Kane was like, I mean, not Kane. The dude that ran up on Kane. He got stomped out like Kane stomped that dude out, bro. I seen it was vicious, bro. We was at a house party, like 9th, 10th grade. Hey, I think you need to watch who you calling a bitch, partner. I'm Alina's cousin, bro, dude. Murphed him. It was like, boom, it was one-on-one. He was douche. The dude was getting, I was like, damn. I'm Alina's cousin, partner. She don't like the way you've been talking. I don't need it. Like, what's wrong with your neck and shit? D-Lo Brown ass neck. You know, shit. I think you need to watch who you calling a bitch, partner. I'm Alina's cousin, partner. She don't like the way you been talking. Hey, what? Why he run out the house like that? He looking on. Hey, which one of y'all came? I'm Alina's cousin, partner. She don't like the way you been talking. I don't either. Man, he got dropped to the ground and he was getting stomped out in the bathroom. I was like, damn. No, ain't nobody stop it either. He said, why did dude play? He's a rapper too. What? Hold on. Hold on. Hey, Darnell is violating in this chat. Hey, bro, Darnell is off the chain, bro. Barry Hearn voice, get it off the chain. The first time I knocked somebody out, I thought I was Universal Soldier. I went home, kicked the dog, was talking reckless to my older brother, and got the brakes beat off of me. LOL. Hey, bro, you wildin', bro. Hey, that motherfucker, you're discharged, Sarge. He said he thought he was a Universal Soldier, though. That shit is a classic. Traitor. That man, I just want to eat. I cannot pay for the food. Yeah. That man said he thought he was on some Universal Soldier shit, bro. I need to cool down. Yeah, you can't fuck with Big Brother. Big Brother's like he's like the like you can get through the level bosses, but trying to fight Big Brother, that shit is different. That's like a different, you know what I'm saying? You could fight the Foot Clan, but now you talking about like Shredder and shit. Oh, I heard you want to fight. You know, it's just different. Remember when Super Shredder came out? Vanilla Ice was like, "Go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja," and then Super Shredder came out. That's like Big Bro be like that. He said, "For real, I slipped a 2-piece. Came with a biscuit. I felt like Caleb planting that motherfucker." Hey, bro, Darnell is wild. Darnell is wilding right now, and it's hella funny. Hey, bro. So Michael Benson's reporting this. Let's get back to the boxing shit. Hold on. Alexander Usyk's manager, Egis Klimas, revealed they now hope he'll make his heavyweight debut in September after postponing the Takam fight. Eddie Hearn said he may move his May 25th show to Vegas so Devin Haney can headline with Hunter and whatever dude's name is, Garvik, on the undercard. Bro, I'm really starting to believe, and I don't usually do this like off of suspicion. I think they made a mistake putting Usyk versus Takam in America as the main event in Maryland after 2 East Coast fights, and the shit wasn't selling. So they said that he injured his bicep. I'm like I said, normally I don't just do like conspiracy theories and shit. I do not believe that. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I do not believe. I think the card wasn't doing what it got to do. Because I told you that from the beginning. I'm like, Usyk making his heavyweight debut in America versus Carlos Takam, a guy from France. Main event the week after Wilder, Dominic Brazil on the East Coast, and then 2 weeks after an actual guy who's from the DMV, Swift Jared Hurd, in a great fight this week with Julian J. Rock Williams. You remember? I even, if you guys remember, I even did a live stream, and I'm like, Usyk in Maryland, and I was like, I don't know what the Ukrainian population is like in Maryland, but now they're trying to relocate it to Vegas. Why don't you use Maryland again, bro? I don't believe that. I don't care what nobody said, because I just seen videos of Usyk working out. So when did he get injured? He just posted videos of him working out, and now all of a sudden he's injured with a bicep injury, but he's conveniently going to know he's ready by September. How you know? Nah, bro. That sounds like a cop-out, like they don't want to continue. Look, he just posted this with his girl. Nah, I don't believe, bro. I'm sorry. Look, Eddie Hearn liked it. He just posted this. He holding the fucking baskets and shit with something in it. Look, 4 days ago, he just put a video out. So when did he get injured? Look, I don't know, bro. That look a little sketch. Look, you doing all this, but your bicep messed up. I think that show wasn't selling, bro. Look, your bicep tore, but you dancing and all this 4 days ago. So you just injured it right now, man. I think the show was, look, you doing all that? Come on, bro. I don't believe it, bro. Normally I don't get like this, but I have a hunch. You already know you're gonna be ready by September. You were just posting a couple of days ago, and he posted stuff on his Instagram live. I seen him. He was like working out. And then you posted that video on your YouTube. I mean, injuries happen, yes, but I mean, this is an Olympic gold medalist, bro. You don't think he knows about working out, and he's always in shape. I think that show wasn't selling. That's just my honest opinion. That's my honest hunch. That's that Pacquiao my shoulder fell off shit, bro. Y'all can say whatever you want. Don't quote me on it. Don't say, oh, Ego said I'm telling you my opinion. It seems sketch. You know, a bicep tear, but you know exactly when you're going to be back, and they're already talking about putting you on a different show. I think that Maryland show wasn't where it was at, and they seen it, and they didn't get enough traction, so they're like, nah, we got to change that. Why don't you put him back in Maryland then? Put him back in the main event, do the same thing again. I'm sure the MGM Harbor has some good availability. It's not like a go-to destination for Celine Dion and Mariah Carey. You know what I'm saying? That looks sketch to me. And I normally don't feel like that, but there's certain fights where it looks like maybe a person wasn't ready and then they wanted more time to prepare because the injury seemed all too convenient. This, I don't think he needs more time to prepare per se, but I think the event, it seems like the event wasn't making the noise. And see, this is the thing. I told you, it seemed, I know my boxing. Usyk fought on a card at that same venue 2 years ago or something, and it had a good crowd. So Dazn is not, they haven't really showed, they're showing like lazy matchmaking. There's not much originality. And partly because they don't have a vast stable. For example, Brandon Rios fights Canelo's brother. Humberto Soto fights Brandon Rios. Humberto Soto beats Rios. Humberto Soto fights Jesse Vargas. You know, it's not much creativity. And then they're talking about Jesse Vargas versus Jaime Munguia. You know, it's not really complex. You know, Carlos Takam got passed through Povetkin and AJ and Derek Chisora. Now he's going through the matchroom. You know, he's getting the matchroom treatment. Joshua, Chisora, now Usyk. You know what I'm saying? It's not really super creative. But I think they were banking off of whatever crowd. But the difference is, I told you guys, first of all, when Usyk fought Michael Hunter at that same venue, he also fought with, it was a 3-way top-ranked HBO Ukrainian card. They had Lomachenko versus Jason Sosa as the main event. They had Usyk versus Michael Hunter, and they had Alexander Vodstik, all three of them. So I think that was enough because you could see Lomachenko, Vodstik, and Usyk all on the same card on HBO, which was, already established and stuff. So I think they were trying to reduplicate that success with Usyk, with the Usyk fight. But the difference is, it's not a three-way, Ukrainian card with all those other names too, Vodstik and Lomachenko. So I think that's my honest opinion. And y'all know I'm not big on conspiracy theories, and I try to stick to more of the facts that we know. But my gut feeling makes me feel that this is all too convenient. Considering Usyk was just working out, injuries happen. But he ain't never got no injury in the other camp. And then the one fight where we're kind of wondering, okay, he's moving to heavyweight. I think they didn't think the event. Because why would you be talking about putting him on a Devin Haney undercard if ticket sales were flying? So I think they're realizing that Usyk, I'm telling y'all, they think all these other people from different areas are going to come in and outsell all Americans. That's the way that the mentality is. They think American fighters have no fan, especially black fighters. They think there's no fan base. So they prioritize everybody from every other place except for America. But I'm telling you, they're in for a rude awakening, because that's not how it is. You can try to push whatever narratives or whatever fighters you want and try to make them to a star. But I think they're seriously real. Why would you be talking about putting him on a Devin Haney undercard now? He was just the main event, and now you're going to put him on the undercard, and you want me to buy this injury thing? Doesn't sound, something sounds like we're missing a detail. He has a bicep injury, so why would he be on the undercard? If he's a star, he's a star. See, they try to test his star power, and they seen it probably wasn't getting the traction, especially coming off the heels of 2 PBC fights on the East Coast, Deontay Wilder and Dominic Breazeale, and a DMV fight with Julian J. Rock Williams and a guy from the DMV, Swift Jared Hurd. So ticket sales, that's a big ask. That's why I keep telling you guys the same thing. This is why the DAZN, a lot of their matchmaking and the decision making, really, I can't understand, bro. I can't understand it. Like, why would, even if you do the Usyk, why would you put it the same week as Wilder versus Brazil? Then, okay, you moved it to a week after, but you're still you're the last fight after two bigger East Coast fights. That timing seems really weird. You know, that's a big ask to ask the East Coast to come out for a fight they like with a DMV fighter, Swift Jared Hurd and J-Rock, then ask the East Coast, you know, to come out for Deontay Wilder, who has star power and is a knockout artist, and then Usyk, who hasn't been fighting in America for the last couple of years because he's been on the road with the World Boxing Super Series, fighting in Russia against Murat Gassiev, fighting in Germany and with Maris Bradis, and, you know, fighting these guys in different places, and fighting in Manchester versus Tony Bellew. He ain't even been fighting in America. Then you stage him as the main event. And you think that's going to, he has this incredible fan base like that. See, I really feel like a lot of these old promoters, they're going off of like, they go through the comment sections or something. And they look at like a bunch of old media comments and they're like, oh, okay, this guy has some star power. Everybody seems to like him. And then they just try to force feed you into thinking that that person's a star. Because you notice this, who's a bigger star in America, Deontay Wilder or Usyk? And now I know some of you guys will be like, oh, that's unfair because Usyk's not from America. Exactly. You proving my point. He's not from America, nor does he speak English often, you know, in like interviews and stuff. So why would we expect him to naturally, despite him being a skilled fighter, a good fighter, why would we assume that he's bigger? But here's the kicker. But wait, there's more. Let Eddie Hearn tell it. He'll tell you how nobody knows Deontay Wilder in America, and he's asking people and playing these games trying to make Wilder look like nobody knows him or supports him, does all this on camera, but then you think Usyk has enough star power to match him against a Carlos Takam as a main event in Maryland, and he won't say anything about Usyk's star power. That's the point. We don't believe you need more people. That these things don't make sense. Joshua, maybe. We'll see how his fight does. But Usyk, he's a terrific fighter. Undisputed. Really respect the guy. But there's a difference between being skilled. There's a lot of skilled guys. That don't make you a star, bro. There's a lot of people who are stars that aren't, you know, widely known about and respected. A lot of people. A lot of good fighters in general. That don't make you a star. Star is something else. And you got to be built for, you know, stardom. You like have a certain charisma. You have to just certain people click with the population. Simple stuff, guys. See, and I tell you, this is the problem with old media. Instead of listening to the crowd and what we want and then trying to achieve it and trying your best to secure it, they keep doing what they want to do. That I don't see that being, you know, an effective approach. You know, you got to start listening to the crowd. You know, you could try to embarrass Wilder and make it look like nobody knows him and he's not a star, but that doesn't really do anything, you know? Cause look, I had a fan send me this. Look, they can't stop new media. Boxingego, this is a billboard in West Hollywood. This is how you promote. PBC is killing them. I didn't put this. Shout out to Isaiah Darius Charles. Icy the one. Shout out to my guy Icy. He sent me this. He said this is in West Hollywood. This is an East Coast fight with Deontay Wilder with the big ass billboard in West Hollywood. Now, who believes there's a big Usyk versus Takam billboard anywhere? But that's your main event. Again, East Coast fight for a person and a West Coast billboard for a person who's from down south. I'm telling you, new media, bro. We doing grassroots promotion. Back to the basics. That's dope. That's dope. We doing old school grassroots promotion. And the thing is, with like my channel, I'm just trying to tell you, man, it's better to work with everybody and have us as your ally. Cause okay, I just feel like I said, like Canelo Jacobs, they didn't give me a credential to that one fight, or Canelo Golovkin 2, yet they gave me one for Canelo versus Triple G 1. You're hurting your own promotion. We're big enough. Do you get what I'm saying? I have a big enough brand. So if I'm not there, that actually means something to the fans, because they don't have my commentary. They don't have me in the hotel room. You know, you guys know what I do on fight weeks. You know how I talk about the events and it brings extra attention. I don't even have to go into detail about it. So that's what I said. I don't care if people have grudges, or, you know, they don't like something that was said, so they ban me. I mean, whatever. It hurts you more than me, because I'm still going to talk about the fights. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still going to promote what's right for boxing. But, you know, some people are in between a rock and a hard spot. Like it helps you. It helps you. That's why I never understood it. Like, they have people at, like, Canelo Jacobs. They got people way less qualified than me, way less camera gear, way less quality, way less subscribers, way less impact, that got credentials. But then they didn't give me credentials. I made money, so I saved money. And I'm actually glad once to see how the fight played out. I didn't really miss nothing, like, where I had to be live for it. So I saved me a plane ticket in a hotel. Don't ever think that we sweating off something like that. But I'm saying they hurt their own promotion. I do this for the love. I do this for the culture. I do this to uplift boxing. You get what I'm saying? Canelo Jacobs needed all the promotion he can get. So if you try to play games and alienate new media, you know, and then allow old media, who a lot of them have dying channels, no rapport with the fans, no fan base, that only hurts you. And now that, you know, the fact that I'm even talking about it makes it even worse, and it makes you look worse. Real Brother says your production quality and value on your live streams are much better than Dazn. Hey, you tripping, dog. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not even trying to be cocky. I'm not trying to say, you know what impact that we have on the game, period. So if anyone doesn't want that associated with their events, or they don't want to give a credential, you know, it's just like it kicked Abner Matas out because he wanted to go see Canelo versus Triple G 2. And he was in the, you know, they kicked him out. He's a former Golden Boy. If they have grudges or something, they, you know, whatever. And it's funny to me, you know what's funny to me is there's a lot of people who hated on PBC, right? Like, hated on PBC, hardcore, that apply, and PBC still gives them credentials. Still gives them, and I'm talking about hate, not say, like, what I do, I don't hate. I tell you what I feel. I tell you what I see. I give you facts. I report. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about hate, like pure conjecture and shit like that. And they still go to, you know, PBC. It's still exposure for them. So like I said, if you don't want new media exposure or some, you know, whatever, hey, we still gonna be here. It don't matter. I ain't worried about it one bit. I think they were worried that Jacobs could win. And so with fewer black people in the stands, less support of Jacobs, that's have too much right. But see, that shouldn't be the case. You know what I'm saying? You know that you want to alienate Jake. And the thing is, I know Jacobs. Jacobs knows me. I know Jacobs personally, right? So I can't bring all this new media attention and all the fans that I have, that we've accumulated, ask my brand of questions, which are always professional, always reasonable, to Jacobs. You know, it sounds like you trying to, like, almost trying to hide something. That's not right. You know, you should want all the exposure you can get. Dazn talking about pay-per-view is dead, but keep raising the prices. Bro, they can't box us out. We too impactful. Or they can try to box us out, but then I'm telling you, it's going to hurt us. I mean, it's going to hurt them. You can't box us out, bro. Ain't nobody did nothing to anybody. You know, I always abide by the code of ethics. You know, my picture's on file. I've covered everybody's events in the past with no issue. So if all of a sudden it's an issue, then, you know, it is what it is. So it hurts them more. So we'll see. But I think Dazn, they got to hope and pray that they don't have any more mishaps. That's a lot of stuff. You know, Kell Brook off of the Joshua card. Joshua's main opponent is not the opponent that he's fighting now. You know, Canelo Jacobs' card wasn't that deep or thick or great. The main event, you know, Usyk got a bicep injury. Devin Haney is supposed to get a title shot. Top Rank is probably going to get the fight because Lomachenko's the bigger star. That's a lot of stuff happening in a small space of time. You know, Dillian White's fighting Oscar Rivas, which is a cool fight. But at that press conference, Barry Hearn is talking about slavery and slaves. That wasn't a good look to promote the fight. And here's the other thing. I want to say this to you guys. Instead of, like, for me, my honest opinion, honest to God opinion, Eddie Hearn, instead of him being all in the videos, people have to understand this. It's not about, it's everything in life. Nobody cares. It's about what you can accomplish. And like, okay, if I got to cover fights, do y'all care how much of if I have to take 18 trains to get to the fight, do y'all care about that? Or do you care about me being at the fight and having the work and, you know, being on ground zero? Y'all don't care if I had to walk to the Barclays, if I took a train, if I had to take an Uber, if I took a Lyft, if I rode a bike, horse and carriage. I don't think people really care about that stuff. So what I've learned in life is people don't care. People care about the end result. What are you providing, the quality, the content? So my thing is, like, with Eddie Hearn, he's doing like, oh, we're this and blah, 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 and I'm going to take over and this and that. But he got to get these fights over the line. Devin Haney signed thinking he's going to get a title shot, and now he's not getting one. You know, that's a bummer. And it's a bummer to the people he kind of did interviews with and alluded to him fighting Luke Campbell and was smiling and stuff because he thought he was going to get a title shot. So no matter what he says now, I mean, people expected that and people wanted it. You know, people like Usyk. He was undisputed moving to heavyweight. People are anticipating that. Main event this month. Now we can't see it. It's just a lot of little things. Like, right, people want to see Kell Brook return. You know, they said he might fight Terrence Crawford. Okay, why do I want to see Kell Brook have all these gaps in terms of his last fight? He didn't look good versus Michael Zarafa. Before they make a Crawford Kell Brook, it would have been nice to see him on the AJ card like he was scheduled to be on. Now he pulled out of that card, and he's pulled out of the Canelo Fielding card and all this other shit. It's just not a good look, you know, because I really don't have no desire to really see Terrence Crawford, Kell Brook that much, you know. But I would like it more if Kell Brook maybe got another tune-up. It looked better than he did in his last fight. So that's what I'm saying. Eddie Hearn has to find a way, and Dazn in general, to get these important, imperative fights over the line. Because at the end of the day, nobody cares. People just care about, yo, I'm getting charged $20 every month for expecting a certain amount of quality. When you gonna give it to me? You know, there's only so long people can hold on, and like you can keep telling people you're gonna do something. You're gonna do something. What if I told you guys for a year straight that I'm going to get a new microphone? Let's say my audio is horrible, and I just keep telling you, I'm going to get a new mic, I'm going to get a new mic, I'm going to get a new mic, and I never do it. You know, it doesn't really change the fact people might even end up falling off. Like, damn, his audio still sound crazy, and he just keeps saying he's going to fix it, and I never fix it. You know, So that, I think people just care about the end result. You don't have to have like, if you can get Maurice Hooker and Jose Ramirez done, get it done. You know, people don't care about like, they just want to see the fight. They want to see it done. You don't have to like mention it, say it. Just, you know, it doesn't need to be hour and a half long interviews. Let's just see. Let's just see the actions. Kane roasted me. I had that coming. Shout out to Kane. Touche. You get what I'm saying? Like, people just care about the end result. That's what it is. You know, you did all this to sell us on AJ versus Gerald Baby Miller. They pushing each other, talking about each other's mums and all this stuff. Then what? We don't get the fight. That's what people remember. That's just the reality of it. Kane fucked me up. It's okay. You know, it's just one, like, these little mishaps, one after another. Like, Lomachenko's probably going to fight on his networker with Luke Campbell. So that's another fight that got away. Derek Chisora, Dillian White. How did Showtime get that and not DAZN? You know, Klitschko said he ain't coming back. Wilder turned you down. Damn, Ego, you a hard worker. I went to work, and you were on now. I'm at lunch and you still on. Man, we grind. I told you, I'm crushing old media. I'm destroying them. That's what we got to do. What have you done for me lately, Eddie? And like I said, the clout chasing getting played out. Like, Wilder's team says whatever, they have a plate full. Someone said half. Someone said, or Wilder said he has his plate full, or Shelly Finkel or whatever. Now you notice AJ's doing a bunch of interviews talking about, come on, fight me. Why aren't you going to fight? Man, nobody believes this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this time Wilder was pressing you. We never seen this energy. Now when he's doing his own thing, you know, stay loyal to Showtime. You know, now all of a sudden, Joshua's like, oh, come on, man. I'm so disappointed. Fight me. See, I told you guys he doesn't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even sound, it sounds like so forced. It's not even funny, man. You know what I mean? Like, Wilder was in the UK promoting the Tyson Fury fight, and you didn't show up. And I think they're realizing this. You know, Joshua is about to fight in Madison Square Garden, and I haven't heard like no crazy buzz for it. We already know who he's fighting. You don't see people talking about that. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of people, and I don't even mind the fight, but I just haven't heard no crazy buzz. I really haven't. See, look. Anthony Joshua calls out Deontay Wilder, fight me already. Like, this shit is played out, bro. Like, why would you be doing a TMZ interview saying fight me already when he's about to fight Wilder in a week and a half and you're about to fight Andy Ruiz Jr.? It just, come on, bro. Like, but then when Wilder was screaming on you all last year, you weren't doing no American TMZ interviews saying that. Somebody make that make sense. Theatrics, exactly. So Wilder, it's just it's like high school. When people used to fight and there was really no smoke, no exchanges, nobody was throwing punches. Everyone just had their backpack off. One person might have threw their backpack on the ground. And then when the campus monitors and principals come and like, oh, hey, no, because they see a fight's about to ensue. And then someone's like, man, hold me back, get off me, hold me. That's what this seems like. You got to fight. Wilder got to fight. And it's just a bunch of like, Wilder's not even really, if you really think about it, he's in camp. He's doing the Billion show, and he was doing a skit with like people who were just at the gym or some shit. And he's posting like inspirational posts and motivational posts. He's not really even talking about Joshua. And it's crazy what a difference is. Joshua, after Wilder said he's going to smoke him out and did it, Joshua's profile actually took a hit from that. And now you see Joshua, it seems like, talking about him more than he's talking about Joshua. They said Wilder ain't this. Wilder ain't a star. We're bigger stars in America than him. Tyson Fury's a bigger star in America. All this stuff. And now it seems like Joshua, he's the one talking about the Wilder fight. Eddie Hearns keep talking about that. It's like what's the name said? Errol Spence. Tables turn. Look. Joshua calls out Deontay Wilder. Fight me already. Brand new. Anthony Joshua calls out Wilder. Now it seems like Joshua is, see, tables turn. Like Errol Spence said, tables turn. All this time Wilder was screaming on you, built up his profile, got to where he needed to be. And then he took it from there. And now he's not even really talking about you. And now you got Joshua and Eddie Hearn. And they keep, every interview that I see about Wilder Joshua is one of them two. Or Barry Hearn or some shit. I stay working. I go to sleep. Ego at it. Hardcore. Dropping gems. Wake up. Ego back at it. This guy really is TB Ego. New media. You get what I'm saying? Like, tell me, if you hear Wilder versus AJ talk, is it coming from Wilder's side? Like, if you see a bunch of articles saying, oh, we're disappointed, fight me already, whose side is it coming from right now? Hearn? Joshua, Barry Hearn, Eddie, Barry, and Joshua, that collective, or Deontay Wilder right now, and Steven Espinoza, and, everyone affiliated. You don't really see as much. Shelly Finkel did one interview, said what he said, and then that was it. He's obviously asked about it or something. But every other interview on Sky Sport, I keep seeing Eddie Hearn saying this, and, oh, I'm so disappointed. Now leave me the fuck alone, and who's the hold up, and Joshua's like, fight me already. You guys both have fights, though. That's not fair. You guys both you had to get past Andy Ruiz Jr., late replacement, and he got to get past Dominic Brazil. What are we talking about? See, B&B boxing. See, people are getting hip to it. AJ always given the pretense of fighting Wilder before every one of his fights. And that's what I'm saying. People aren't falling for the clout chase. Listen, I didn't make no video about Joshua. I seen that when he dropped that TMZ interview. I'm not making a video about that, bro. Because you guys both have your own fights. That's what I'm saying. We gotta draw a line in the sand. You're trying to hype up Joshua, Andy Ruiz, so you're bringing up Wilder. I'm not doing that. I'm not co-signing that. Hype up the Andy Ruiz fight. Tell me everything about him and what you studied. Let's do that. We doing back to grassroots promotion. Let's promote what's actually happening. I don't care about Canelo, Spence, Spence versus Crawford, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lomachenko, Teofimo versus Lomachenko, even though I do talk about that somewhat because that could happen. But now that I know they're not trying to put Lomachenko in there, and then the fight with Luke Campbell got ordered, then it's just going to have to wait. I need to spare my voice and my influence talking about real shit. Wilder is fighting Brazil. You're fighting, AJ's fighting Ruiz Jr. Let's build those fights. Let's talk about that. They want us to be at each other's throat. Oh, Wilder, Joshua, Tyson Fury. I'm not doing that, man. They gonna have to, all of them, everybody. So let's talk. I want to talk about Tyson Fury and Tom Schwartz. Triple G versus egg rolls or whatever. Wilder versus Brazil. What does Wilder have upcoming? Like I'm not with this whole clout chasing ass mentality everybody's trying to do. You know, I'm just not. You know, let's talk about Errol Spence Porter. That looks likely. Pacquiao versus Thurman. That looks likely. People want us to, you know, they're hoping to hype it up. And I'm telling you, there's so many people, like even the haters, they don't move. Like, remember that Ludacris? When I move, you move. Just like that. When new media makes a move, that's when they move. You notice they make response videos to me. I'm not making response videos to anybody directly, you know. I don't even watch nobody's videos. I'm telling you, I'm not even trying to be cool or elite. I don't watch boxing videos on YouTube. I'm always working and doing my own thing. I don't have time. I don't need to. You know, I don't need to be influenced by some dumb shit, you know. And a lot of people you hear and their arguments be trash. Like I said, Crawford versus Spence. Why am I going to spend a lot of time talking about that? We know it's not happening next. We have all the indications in the world. Show me some indication, show me a contract, and then we'll talk about it. Show me a picture of Errol Spence and Crawford at a negotiating table with, you know, Derek James and Todd DeBuff in the building and shit like that. I'm good. Let's talk about Jared Hurd's about to fight Julian J. Rock Williams. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can live in this Candyland bullshit, this fantasy shit, bro. I'm not with it. I got morals, I got integrity, I got virtues. Let's talk about some real shit. Heard about to box this man, J-Rock. Who y'all picking? Let's start there. You know, I don't care about Canelo, Spence, welterweight and middleweight. When the middleweight spending time with his family barely won 2 days ago. Not barely as in he barely won, but I'm just saying he just won. So it's barely been like 2 days. You picking Hurd? That's what I'm saying. We doing grassroots promotion. Let's get back to see. And the other thing is, some of these promoters are not making the fights that we're wanting to see, right? So they're using the ammunition of the fans arguing about better fights to market their lesser fights. Do you get what I'm saying? Like Crawford fighting Khan, which I wasn't, you know, anti that fight or whatever, but the whole promotion will be about Errol Spence, or Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwartz. Let's just talk about Wilder a lot and AJ. I'm good off that. You know, I made a video about Deontay Wilder, and I talked about the Dominic Breazeale fight. I talked about how Wilder's going to be on the Showtime show Billions, how he was on that on Sunday night. You know, it didn't have nothing to do with AJ, and it had nothing to do with Tyson Fury. We control the narrative. We set the standard. Let's get back to some real shit in this boxing game. That's what I want to see. You know, because people are at each other's throats, spending all this time talking, arguing. Stop arguing with old media like that. Definitely stop going to their page and enhancing their thread when you know it's some stupid shit. If it's real, then it's real. But we drying these motherfuckers out, bro. They're not going to use us like bait and fish to build and try to make it like everything like some Mayweather Pacquiao shit. So holla at me when these fights get real. You know, when it looks like some real shit, I'll be happy to talk about it. Charlo Harrison 2, June 23rd. And Charlo versus Brandon Adams is like a week or so before that. He said no one cares about Tom and Jerry. Y'all wildin'. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here. It's late. The Vampire's Dream. Shout out to everybody. Oh my gosh, we mobbing. I told you it's gonna be harder and harder. Old media. I could do this around the clock. I got it like that, bro. I can balance my social life with this. around the clock. I hope they working. I hope and pray that old media working, because we working.